Godkin. Okay, we are here. We're live. I'm late. I'm stressed, but we're ready to go. We are sans Ruthie today. No way today. Okay. So, hello and welcome to Wrath of the Godkin, the D&D campaign where it's not really cannibalism if you were a dinosaur when you did it. I think that's fair. Say hello to Ronnie the Bugbear Fighter, Waylon the Human Paladin, Helken the Furbolg Druid, Oz the Kenku Wizard, and Affinity the Tiefling Bard. Our heroes are experts at getting themselves into trouble, but before they do exactly that, thank you for the resub, Oddish. Let's remind you viewers at home what happened last time on Wrath of the Godkin. You were not here last week. Did you get any chance to catch up on what happened?
Yes.
Oh, you watched it? Or did you just get filled in?
No, I watched it. I just don't know what's happening still.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to know how much detail to go into on this, on our...
Appreciate you.
Okay. So, this is what I have from last time. Feel free to throw in anything I might have forgotten. That might be relevant. So, last time the party pored over clues, trying to figure out who done it. Tammy claimed to have lost a painting of a scene from one of Gal's movies. Just pulling out my cat toy in case I need to one-handedly distract Meowth. But Wei found this missing painting in a bag under her bed and invisibly pilfered it. The painting showed a dagger with a curved blade and a blue gem in its hilt. The party wondered if someone obtained the prop dagger or a replica and had used it as the murder weapon. Karen's medical journals that Ronnie had gotten last time Ronnie was here, I guess Ronnie was here, but last time Marie was here, suggested that she had a very problematically sexy relationship with Carlos. That's what I have written here. When he was her patient. Stabatha revealed that she's actually an actress pretending to be a warlock, but because she'd been using actual blood in her method incantations, she may or may not have been responsible for the sandstorms in Little Oa. Carlos's murder scene revealed that he'd been cooking for two, suggesting he'd been anticipating someone's arrival. Wei did some of Carlos's drugs, specifically something called Talon, and went on a strange trip that almost went bad till Ronnie healed him. The party discovered that the medicine bottle in Karen's trash matched the cubby in Carlos's drug box labeled KO juice. Wei discovered the KO juice may have been some sort of liquid sleep aid, but that it could be dangerous if overused. Kamal's corpse had a blue tongue, which suggested he might have done the same drug, Talon, that Wei tried out, also resulting in a splotch of blue on his tongue. Wei also discovered a wooden gravestone for Kamal near the resort site, which made him wonder if something else was buried there, since the body was left to rot elsewhere in the desert. Then, I suddenly lost internet and the session ended. Reminders, you can donate bits to the stream to change the outcome. Cheer 500 to name an NPC. 750 bits to spawn a Chaos Goblin. Hasn't happened yet. Cheer 1,000 bits to give a player inspo. And cheer 1,500 to buff an enemy. Here we go. It's Autumn Falls 1 stat, aka Thursday at 12 noon. And the party has clues to consider. Perhaps presenting some evidence to the suspects could elicit a new response. So that's where we've left off. Ronnie, I think... the last time Ronnie, you were playing Ronnie was, you were in Karen's, her office.
I stole her book.
You stole her books, and you also, I think, went through the blankets on the, that were sitting there.
That I did not find anything in the blankets.
Oh
no, I found a trowel.
Yes, you found a trowel.
I'd seen a little use and it had some sand on it.
Correct. So
nothing in the furniture. Found the bottle with the label ripped off in the trash and then found the books.
Yes. So that's all the stuff from when you tossed the room. You got away with it too. And so last time, I think Oddish was controlling you, or Ronnie.
Yes.
Who's in charge of Way this time? Oz? Owl? I forget who the backup Ruthie is.
Probably not me. My brain does not focus like that to play two characters.
I can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have access to his sheet?
I got this. I can flirt with myself. It's fine.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Wade professes his love to Finn and gives her all his gold.
Finn leaves the campaign
and
with
then
all of his
mysteriously
belongings.
dies.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you guys like to do now? The mystery is still in the process of being solved, I guess. However, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop fucking with the camera for like 15 goddamn seconds.
She wants to be famous.
She just wants to ruin
She-
things.
Yearns for the spotlight.
Coming for Finn's job.
What Muppet is Meow?
Mm-hmm.
Animal.
Mm.
There's not a lot of actively malicious Muppets. That's the hard part. Okay, so let's go over, maybe to help center you guys again and center me, let's go over what we have of the evidence for each murder so far and what your guys' suppositions and hypotheses are so far. So we had Kamal, who we checked out last time. Right now it says, according to this, that you believe the motive was drugs, the murder weapon was drugs, and the opportunity was blank. Right now, anyone have any thoughts on that or want to expand on that?
No.
No.
I mean, it's the best guess we have so far.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you, Oddish, walk us through what you think happens?
Okay. Well, I texted you what I thought happened, and I don't know if that was entirely right, because if you ask me, I'm just gonna say that again and maybe throw everything off.
Jeez. Could our audience at home read those texts, or do you want to fucking perform the stream like it's a show? God damn it! Someone help me out here.
Yeah, so
Please,
I
you
opened
see
up
me
by
flailing.
saying, "Hey,
Please.
sexy."
Wait, all I heard was sexy. What?
That's also
No,
all I
so,
heard.
you know, if you want me to read out the texts, I believe there was talk
Yes,
of an
bring the
anal.
receipts.
Okay, so I mean, what I think happened personally is that, Carlos killed, and I think this is what the party thinks too, is that Carlos killed Kamal, either accidentally, but it was definitely a drug overdose. But either way, they freaked out. They didn't want anyone else outside of the resort knowing this is what happened. Either that or they're trying to hide something shady, and they took him out into the middle of the desert and just buried his body. And maybe someone got cold feet and decided they wanted to kill Carlos because of it, but that's to be found out, I think.
All right. Anyone have any counterpoints to that, or is that gel with what everyone thinks?
I do like that overall, and I think now that I'm thinking about it too, you know, we still haven't had really an answer for like where this whole plague rumor has come from, or like why it was started to begin with, because clearly there's no plague here.
Yeah.
So maybe in Carlos's mind at the time, a plague was worse than it getting out that someone died of a drug overdose.
That is specifically what he claimed, right? He said that
Yeah.
like this guy died and for some reason, claiming a plague was better than just taking ownership over a single person dying.
Yeah. Kind of like accidentally, but also intentionally pouring gasoline on a fire.
Yeah.
In a state of panic.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it in my notes. Was it Carlos, Kamal, and Marla who were involved in the drugs, and Rami was not?
That's what I
From
have.
what from what we had inferred or learned earlier, but I can't remember how much that was a for sure thing or maybe an implied thing.
Uh,
I think
As
you
far as we
might
know-
be confusing Holly and Marla in that situation.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Because Holly
Okay.
the Knoll was currently Carlos's latest flame, who had been hanging out with Kamal and Carlos. It's I don't think there's anything specific, any hard evidence or notes or anything tying Marla to drug use as of
Got it. Thank you.
So I guess in the motive section here, for Kamal, would you guys say that your current idea of a motive was just accidental overdose? Like it wasn't an intentional thing?
That's what I think right now, unless we have specific evidence to suggest otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the sandstorms are part of a cover of some kind as well.
Do you think they're an intentional cover or that they are a accidental cover?
Well, we know that Stabitha just recently only realized she was doing it.
Yeah.
So there's someone else pulling strings here regarding the sandstorms, is how I think right now.
Okay.
Or do you think maybe the sandstorms are just incidental? Like they happen to be covering things up, but like, you know, Stabitha is just a crazy wizard.
Right, or very method acting core.
Or very
and not,
method acting.
not realizing she's casting actual spells while reading from the book.
Sorry, was it covered in last? I don't remember it, but I had to also watch last week's between a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
Where she had gotten that book. I remember her saying something about the library.
Yeah,
But
you don't
seems like a
know
wild place to get
necessarily,
that
but she said that she got it from the library, and I don't think Oz pushed on that necessarily,
Okay.
but that's what she said.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of us really know that Stabitha is just a kind of normal person underneath the Stabitha facade.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you know as much as Oz was willing to tell at that point.
Yeah.
And I don't think Oz was willing to give
Blow
up.
cover.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Yes. Sorry. I thought you meant we don't know that she's not more Stabitha underneath.
We just lost
third layer.
Oz, Owl.
No.
Laptop
Oz said that
crash.
they'll be right back. His laptop
Okay,
crashed.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Like
Because
that
I
Midna,
was
though.
accidentally implying that they gave Stabitha up. They didn't.
Okay, let's move on to Marla then. So motive, you believe, was hatred.
You mean Maria?
Yeah, Maria. So at this point, you guys say that so somebody disliked maybe what we should do is add a new thingy here and say suspects.
Mm,
Hmm.
I like that.
Wait, where'd it go?
I see it.
I see it.
just
Motive
isn't
drugs.
my
Murder
day.
weapon drugs.
Opportunity drugs. Suspects drugs.
Drugs.
We cracked the case.
We did it, guys.
Oh.
Just say no.
Cracking
Dare.
cocaine. Why is it disappearing from me and me alone? I fucking hate my life right now. It's just
It's
like
showing up for the rest of us.
I know it
Yeah.
shows up if I refresh, but as soon as I finish it, it's just like everything is fucking breaking in my life in real time. Although I guess Owl can
No.
relate.
Okay, we got this.
But you
I'm-
have Wendy's.
Yeah, eventually.
At what cost?
They fucking probably served it cold, and now it's just going to be a fucking new ice age when I actually get to eat it.
Cool.
Okay, anyway. So right now, you guys believe that what you're suggesting is that Karen was probably the suspect for Marla, right? She was the last
Yeah,
person near the
I mean-
bar.
She was also so normal when confronted with Marla's death.
Right, she was extremely antsy.
Right. And like there is a chance that she just genuinely didn't like her to begin with, and so that her death didn't really matter that much to her. But there were some other signs of guilt.
I mean, she was just
I wanna say.
behaving really
Yeah.
suspiciously.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so how do you think that went down, like practically, at the moment? Like, so we know how, like, was it as simple as she, she poisoned the wine and just gave it to Marla, and then Marla drank it right there? Or like, how did that play out?
I think she slipped it in the wine when no one was looking. Because I'm still also wondering if she wanted the oasis for herself, because she has mentioned that offhandedly as well, right? Karen, I mean.
Yes, she did bring it up, but only after you suggested it to her.
Right.
Okay. Well, then finally, Carlos. So motives could be anything depending on who the suspect is, right? Right now, murder weapon. People believe it's the movie prop. Opportunity. Obviously, some points. Someone would have had to leave their tent last night. And suspects, you guys have Gal and Karen. What makes you think those two?
I mean, for me, something's just not adding up about the knife and the painting and the way certain aspects of this are orchestrated, like how Stabitha is supposedly just doing a job for/with Gal. And therefore there's sort of this power dynamic where Gal seems to fall at the center of a lot of it between Stabitha and between Tammy, and then like, you know, both her and Tammy sort of trying to throw Holly under the bus. That's where my suspicions come from. Karen is just freaking crazy though. So that's that's why she's up there too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. And also, in fairness, I guess none of us know about Stabitha's acting gig.
Yeah, we don't know
Right,
about that at
totally.
all.
This is above table speak, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Right.
Um,
Okay, with that stuff in mind, I think you guys are a little split up now, but just in the general vicinity of the area. So why don't you guys reconvene and then figure out where you want it from there. I think last time we left things with um, Way and Finn, I think we're looking for the second KO juice bottle in the trash heap, and Way thinks he found it at the bottom of the landfill, suggesting it had been there for a while. He also passed by Kamal's grave, which seemed to have something buried in it, but we know that it can't be Kamal's body, simply because you guys know where his body is. Way's digesting it.
Mhm.
So I think that's where we left things last time, right? So Finn, Ink, you're in charge of Way and yourself, and Ozzy is over there, I guess. But the rest of you guys are at Carlos's tent still, because you had just re-investigated it. All right. So what would you guys like to do? Warren is chilling out once again. In the center, seems to be whittling something, but just sort of absent-mindedly humming. Is available if you guys want to get a second opinion on anything. However, you are also free to keep ignoring him, as he is quite annoying.
We have
Way,
the sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Or just I want to go look at that painting again, I think is where I'm going to head to.
I think
'Cause
Way
we still have
stole
that,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Way fully just has it. Okay, sick, yeah.
Also, listening to last week, Love Theater was just like, yeah, I'm going to hang this painting on my tent. Wow.
That'll really screw with people's minds.
And I'm gonna meanwhile be like, wait, come here, crouch down beside Carlos, open your mouth again.
So you look at the painting. It's a small painting of Gal from one of her movies. You guys have already ID'd it as Moonlight Mirage. It depicts Gal, a noble woman in a particularly bosomy outfit, recoiling in surprise as a swarthy gentleman thief climbs over her balcony. According to Way, he's carrying a curved crisp blade. You remember seeing this movie and thinking about how much it would hurt to cut your tongue. And yes, it does. It seems to have a dagger with a blue gem in the hilt in the painting.
Right. Remind me again how...
Remind
sorry?
both of you at once.
Yeah, just real quick, the poisoner's kit that Way has, can it detect poisons?
No.
Or does it just make
It is a
I
kit
forget
for
which one.
poisons.
He has
Okay.
a spell, I think, that it does that.
Okay. What I would like to do for the painting, which also I would say that we like went somewhere not in the open to do this.
Yeah, like our tent or something.
Yeah, so like the tent. Bloop. I want to see what the material of the paint is. Or just like investigate the painting's properties a little bit more in depth.
It appears to be an oil painting that was made probably a few years ago, but other than that, there's not a lot you can discern from it.
Okay. Can I do a really quick Arcana check?
On the painting, sure.
Yeah. With help from Way.
Natural
We love
20.
that.
You get the sense that this
Large
painting
press.
was made with some magical illusory magic to perfectly capture a a holographic scene from one of Gal's movies. The magic seems to have been used to almost provide the artist with a point by numbers style or paint by numbers style so that they could get it perfectly. So it's less a mark of true photorealistic painting skill as it is a sort of way of mass producing an image and selling it to people. So it's not quite a an original irreplicable work so much as it is a like you might have a framed still from a movie in your college dorm room to seem cool. So it's not
Right.
particularly you don't sense anything particularly like the painting itself is hiding in.
Okay. All right. That does answer my question. Shoot, maybe this is just a stupid, silly painting after all. Why would
But
she
why was
hide
she
it?
so keen? Yeah, she really didn't want us to know it was there.
Yeah. Can I like take apart? Is it framed, you said?
Yes. Yeah, you could
All right,
easily
I'm just gonna start taking it apart and looking like on the back, like in the frames, just for anything.
Sure. You can give me a sleight of hand to safely remove it from
Okay.
the frame.
I fucking rip it. It's gone.
Yeah, you damage the frame. The painting's still okay, but the frame is now split at one of the corners.
Sick.
Oh, maybe it's because
goodness.
you think there's something in the frame that's so smart, Fen.
Uh-huh, you never know.
You find a
She says really confidently.
you find an artist's signature on the back that says Ratto Guilford.
Ratto Guilford.
This is apparently the artist's signature.
No.
I love it.
Now I have to go find a place to put that name down so I don't forget that I just made it up. Clearly an important part of this mystery, but maybe he's an important character later. We don't know.
Yeah, Ratto Guilford. Sounds famous to me. Sounds important.
Where is it?
So I don't find anything while destroying this painting.
No, I mean, you find that, but it's hard to say if.
Okay.
Didn't I don't know if we I don't know if we talked about this already, but wasn't Wei trying to look for that knife in particular, and he put up a locate object, and I forget what the outcome of that was?
Right. Yeah. Last time Wei tried to specifically look for the object depicted in the painting. And unlike normally when he casts detect object and the object is not around, he would get nothing in that circumstance, right? But in this case, he got what felt like he got like basically the magical equivalent of an error message in his brain that seemed to suggest to him something about the spell isn't working right now.
Something is blocking magic. Even if there is something more about this painting with that in mind now, we just might not be able to see it, you know? Does anyone know? Does Wei know dispel magic?
I do. I don't know. I just don't know what to dispel.
Kelkin.
Yes.
You're a
affinity.
genius. Pop that shit right now. No, that's not how
On
Finn
on
talks.
what?
You just spell Finn. She was an
no,
illusion this whole
what the-
time.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. Like, do we just do it on the whole? Can you do something like that on the whole
I
Oasis?
mean, I am powerful, but I don't think I'm that powerful, Finn. I think it needs
Okay,
to be something specific.
so maybe let's start small. Try it on the painting. Mm?
Sorry, I was just
Okay,
reading on
before
how
I
to spell
dispel
magic.
before I dispel magic the painting, perhaps we detect magic the painting.
Ah, yeah, that's a good idea.
To be clear, Finn, what you picked up was like the lingering residue of Arcana, what
Mhm.
might be like
Yeah.
thought of as arcane dust. So nothing in there
Right.
suggested to you with your natural 20 Arcana roll, you would have sensed if, for example, if this painting had, for example, a property that repelled fire spells or something like that, right? Like if it had an
Yeah.
ongoing like if it was just a magic item or magic weapon type thing, you would have picked that up with an Arcana thing. Especially with a nat 20, you would know exactly what it was. This isn't that. You just get the lingering effect that like somebody used magic in the creation of this whenever it was a few years back, probably. Because the movie is only a few years old. So in that
Okay,
case,
gotcha.
you don't get the sense that the painting is currently causing anything from that.
Okay. Yeah, this is just trash. She like tosses it to the side. Never mind.
It lands on a spike and bursts into flames for no reason. Like a fucking.
What the
It
hell?
lands on a spike and bursts into flames.
I'm just kidding.
In my tent.
That's just cartoon.
Ronnie rolls it up and tucks it away.
Well,
Okay,
we
so-
might
so-
not know what's up with the painting. Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, so it's fully out of the frame now. You guys are just treating it like a scroll.
Yeah.
Finn busted the frame anyway.
Sorry,
I guess you could use
Tammy.
mending on that though.
Well, we may
Ronnie
not
also
know
says-
what's up with the painting specifically, but we have people who are good at reading other people. You know, we could take this back to Tammy and see if we can break her
Yeah.
instead.
I mean, actually, Kel, that's so true because she told us that the painting was missing, and now
Exactly.
she'll have nothing to say to us if we what's she gonna admit to lying when we come back with it and we say, hey, look, we found your painting. It's a little busted up for totally
I was
not
thinking about that
reasons
same
we
thing last
are
week.
part of.
I was like, that's what I would
I
do.
can
in
give
this
it to her. No one's going to question if I hand it.
Well,
Yeah.
wait. So you're suggesting that she'll be in such a position since she lied that it was taken in a sandstorm, that she won't be able to say, you stole that from me, which is
Exactly.
arguably worse
Yeah.
than lying.
Right,
She
because
Yeah.
could just say, yes, I was embarrassed and I lied to you. And then you broke into my tent. I feel like I think we
well, the gambit there
she
is
might
that
be able to
the
do
goal
it.
of that gambit would be to catch her in a lie, right? Because
Exactly. Yeah.
if she admits that it was in her tent the whole time, then she admits that she lied about it earlier, which is suspicious, right? And proves that she's up to something. However, if she just goes along with it, that's also proof.
Then
in
we
a way.
insight check the fuck out of her. And
However,
She-
you have to also think about like what you're trying to get out of this because you already know she lied.
no, yeah. I would say from
She
where
also-
I'm looking at it from. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ree.
She also, by hiding this, is trying to hide some connection to Gal. She clearly will continue to do
Right.
so.
Yes,
I don't think I
And
don't
there's-
think she'll come clean. I don't think we'll
but
get
there's
real
also
information.
we know that there's something about that knife that's important. maybe we can not harass, but we can grill Tammy over it.
It
Yeah.
could be that Gal stabbed Carlos twice. And what are their heights again? I haven't seen them in so long.
They're about the same height. They're all gnolls.
All right.
Okay.
They got like 4 inches
Honestly,
on us.
gang,
It
we
could be
might
that-
just need to be more aggressive in our approaches at this
Uh-oh.
point.
Ronnie winces.
Yeah, I know, right?
no,
The
no,
DM
no.
winces.
We're not-
Honestly,
we're not
I'm
gonna
inclined to
hurt
agree.
anyone.
No one is being forthcoming with us, despite our best efforts to bond with them naturally.
And we have so much dirt on so many people that we can utilize.
No one is being forthcoming with us, despite the fact that we showed up and one of us said a weird sexual thing that put everyone on edge. And that was yesterday.
Has been delayed.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fabian's
Ozzy,
gonna
were you saying
appear,
something?
and oh yeah, go ahead. Oz.
Oh, sorry.
No, it just said Stabitha's been delightful.
Has she? I mean, you're the only one who's really talked to her.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
doesn't-
like magic user to magic user,
Right.
Not
But
really.
she's cool, right, Oz? And I mean, like, for normal public as well, not just you. That's a
I'm
compliment,
not
I
quite sure
swear.
what you mean by that, so I'm just gonna say yes.
You know, like you said, eccentric magic types.
Ronnie is playing the tape back and is like, don't think he said that. But sure.
That's what Finn heard.
Oz is right.
Um,
Freaks like him and Stabitha have a place too.
Finn and her philanthropy era. No, okay.
Oz's brow furrows cute and angrily.
Okay, well, could we... Okay. Way, open your mouth.
Eh.
Okay. I'm just gonna go
Now,
check
Finn,
Carlos'
open your
bot.
mouth. Come on, give the fans what they want. Points to just Captain
Finn vomits
Gitsom in an
everywhere.
empty room.
Projectile vomiting.
Oh my god, I've been watching so many horror movies.
Is the season.
Is the season.
Okay. Sorry.
To help center you, Fabian's going to pop out of Way's head
Mhm.
and agree with you guys that now that you guys have collected a ton of evidence, it might be time to start. I'm gonna speak to Owl directly above game and be like, now that you've got your Phoenix Wright evidence, maybe it's time to start presenting it to your suspects to see if this elicits anything. Fabian's gonna be dressed exactly like Miles Edgeworth with the cravat and everything.
Ronnie jumps and is... I don't care for that. I'm just gonna go check Carlos' mouth, like I think we said we were going to.
Yeah, that's a good task for you.
And maybe I'll go check out the wooden headstone.
Ozzy, did you say you wanted to give the poster back to Tammy?
I mean, I could say I found it in the desert while chasing a lizard.
Yeah,
Here you go.
It's fairly believable.
I do like
you
that.
you can let her know that, like, Finn and I told you that she was missing a poster, and if anyone found a poster, because she told us about it, and it's so
Yeah.
that she doesn't get suspicious. Not that she won't be suspicious, given that it was under her bed the whole time, but still.
I mean,
In
is
the
there any
meantime-
sort of reaction I should be looking for? Should I see if she looks like a point in her tent or something, where something might be hidden?
That's a good idea. I would say
Yeah.
just sort of be generally alert and don't be afraid to press her for some answers. She points at Oz's captain hat.
Exactly like Phoenix Wright doing the point.
Yeah. no need to be mean, but be
The
captain,
captain.
Oz. Be the captain, I would
Okay.
say.
I'll pull that out if I need to. I think friendly would be the best initial approach.
I mean, hey, you do you, Oz. You bonded with Stabitha pretty well, you know. So I'm sure
Ree,
your
you
MO
said
is gonna
that.
be just fine.
Sorry, Adish. Ree, you said that you were going to check out. What was the first thing you said? You were going to check the grave too, right?
I was gonna check
Oh.
Carlos' mouth to see if it's blue.
Yes. To resolve that really quick, you do see faint blue tinges, as if he's probably been using, similar to Wei, but not as it doesn't seem like it's as deep a coloration, so it seems like it's probably like maybe he used in the previous 24 hours to his death as opposed to right before. And it's also not the same sort of like OD symptoms that you guys got off of Kamal's body. Meaning the tongue was not bulging at all. There's no dilation. So you think that, it's unlikely that Carlos overdosed based on what you see.
Got it.
As for the gravestone, you see a little, sort of where this purple tentacle is that I drew. It's about that far away from where you are currently, right under Gal's portraits. There is that's where Cabal's grave is, and it's a little wooden plank stuck in the sand. It says Kamal on it. Some people have like put little flowers there. It looks like recently, based on the way it's been kept, it looks like something was buried there, but it's also the sandstorm, so it doesn't it's hard to say when or what, just that it looks, based on your cursory glance, that something's buried down there.
I'm going to make a quick prayer and apology and dig it up.
Okay.
Or like try to dig there.
Give me a wisdom save first. Okay. As you begin to dig, Rami is going to come out of the kitchen and say, Hey, what are you doing?
Hi, Rami.
Hi. That's Kamal's grave.
We can bring his body here. We found it in the desert. And unfortunately, I think, well, I don't think he died of a heart attack. If there's something here that might help bring the truth out, I would like to see it.
Rami's gonna squint his eyes. In the desert? Yeah. He didn't have his body, or Carlos got rid of it, so I just made this with Marla to have some place we could, visit him spiritually. I don't like the idea of you digging it up, though. Why do you think something's
Will you
there?
tell me what it is?
Well, it's just, it's just a headstone. It's nothing. I mean, I put some of his belongings in there. He had a shell necklace that he liked to wear, and one of his hats. I kept some of his other stuff, his shirt, to remember him. But yeah, it's still not nice to disturb that stuff. It's like a memorial.
It's very much not nice, and you have my sincere apologies for the disruption and the disrespect that I showed by beginning this. If you ask me to cease now, I will. I cannot promise I may not return if the need for greater information feels pressing to save more lives.
Can you tell me what you think you're gonna find? Or why you think you want to dig there?
I don't know. If it's a necklace and a hat, then perhaps there's nothing. And if there's nothing else, then I can leave this, return it to its state, and say a prayer of apology, and perhaps ask if he would show me any of the other things that you kept of his. But I dig because I don't know what I will find, not because I know.
Wait, you think someone tampered with it?
I don't know if someone tampered with it. I don't know if someone used it as a place to hide something. I don't know if perhaps Kamal himself had something hidden in a seashell or a hat that might have shown us if he died by someone else's hand or not.
Okay. Okay, dig it up. He looks upset, but he's worried now.
Ronnie puts a solemn hand on his shoulder and makes eye contact for like probably a little too long before they resume respectfully digging, like archaeologist style. Like, you don't want to scratch anything. Very slow, very meticulous.
It still doesn't take you that long to dig deep enough to find a shoebox-sized wooden box in there. That's it. Rami says, but wait. He looks at it. When you look at it, it seems like there's a little bit of like tape on it that he had used to seal it shut. And it's been ripped as if the tape wasn't removed carefully. It was ripped off. Imagine a shoebox, and you put tape on both sides of the lids to keep it shut, keep the lid from flying off. Rami explains that he did put tape on it just to make sure it stayed shut, so lots of sand and stuff wouldn't get in it. And then it looks like the tape has been torn, so it looks like somebody has tampered with it. You were right. Somebody's been messing with it. Oh my god. Because that wasn't like that when I put it in.
I believe you. And thank you for the grace to continue looking. Would you mind if we step into the kitchen so that perhaps I don't open this in the full view of the camp?
Yeah. Okay. Just like brush it off a little bit on the outside so we don't get a lot of sand in there. This is fucked up, man. This is like a real mystery now.
To themselves, Ronnie goes, it's been a mystery for at least several hours. But
Well,
also,
he's been
in the
inside.
tattoo, that's true. He's been making pancakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And the tattoo is like, if anyone who isn't already with Tammy may want to come to the kitchen, I found something at Kamal's grave.
At this point, have you already headed over there, Oz, do you think? Or do you want to do this and then go to Tammy afterwards?
I'm gonna roll to see if Oz headed over to Tammy's first.
Sure. Go right ahead. Six.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that he just immediately headed to Tammy's when Ronnie headed out.
Okie doke.
I like having two characters with almost opposite vibes who are just sort of, but a real shared trait is, okay, I'm gonna go do my thing.
Yep.
Okay. So Oz went over to Tammy. Did anyone go with him?
I think Finn wants to go talk to Gal about Kamal again, just to hit all of our bases, because the painting was kind of a bust.
Sure. Okay.
So we'll also, be mindful of proximity to Oz since they're close by.
Let's say Wei went with you, so we'll just keep Wei with you no matter what. Just to simplify
Sure.
things. And Oddish, where would you like Kel to go? Go meet up with Ronnie?
I'll head over with Ronnie.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right. So let's resolve those other things before we open the mystery box for J.J. Abrams' sake. Oz, you were going to go over to Tammy with the, I guess now rolled up painting in tow. When you arrive, she's sort of like reading absent-mindedly at her desk. She turns to you and delivers a half-hearted smile as you enter.
Oh, hi, Tammy. I think I found a thing that's yours.
Oh? She looks nervous.
Yeah, I was chasing lizards out kind of at the edge near the desert, and I found this thing it's kind of pinned under a rock. It might be a little bit damaged. Is this referring to any damage it may have obtained from Finn breaking the frame?
Sure, yeah.
I didn't know whose it was. I thought it was real cool, and someone said that it might have been yours. Oz kind of unrolls the painting and holds it up to her. Is this yours?
She is like gobsmacked. Her jaw like literally drops, and in sort of before she can think, aggressive hiss tone is like, "Where did you get that? I mean, the desert? That doesn't
it was
seem."
under a rock. The lizards really liked it. I think there might be lead paint on it. They kept licking it.
She grabs it to look for lizard damage. It seems fine. She looks at it, then she lays it out to look at it, and then like compulsively starts going through her bag, which is now by her feet at the desk. And like looking around like something's still missing, and then like as if remembering that you're still here and she has to pay some sort of like social courtesies, like, "Oh, thank you for finding this so much."
Tammy, are you okay? Do you need any help finding something?
No. Because the sandstorm blew it away. So it was loose. So that's how you found it. So yes,
Okay.
it's fine.
Do you need me to go look for anything else? I'm real short, so I'm real good at seeing things that kind of fell on the ground.
No, you have done so much already. Thank you so much. She reaches into a satchel and gives you 5 gold. It's like, thank you for your service.
Oh, I usually don't get tipped when I help people. Okay.
Oh, you should. You're so good at investigating.
Tammy, you sound a little stressed. Do you want me to get you like a water or something?
Oh no. That's fine. I was just I thought it's such a nice day. Why don't we all sit out by the pool?
Oz is looking at Tammy with really big, concerned eyes.
She seems to want nothing less than scrutiny and is just sort of like packing all of her little things into her knapsack and is just sort of goes out to sit by the pool a little bit and sort of like shoos you out of her room and tries to like secure the flap as much as possible so that there's no interlopers, and is like trying to stay within eye shot of her own thing, but goes to sit on a pool chair out here, leaving you outside.
Oz Oh, he has to roll to use the tattoo, doesn't he?
I
Oh,
think
no.
so, yeah. If you, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Oz
no,
and
Oz
Kel.
hasn't
I don't know about
20'd
the
it
others,
yet.
but yeah.
Alright, let's see if Oz just ends up shouting across the pond.
Arcana
Hell
17,
yeah.
it works perfectly. You're able to communicate with the others.
Tammy was definitely upset that I found the painting and seemed to immediately go to rifle through her bag. I'm assuming that's where you guys got it from.
Yeah, Way confirms. I think it was that he went under her bed, right, and sort of pulled it out of that bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was different than that. I think he made it sound like a possum was rustling in the bag under the bed. She pulled it out, put it next to her desk, her end table, while she was looking under the bed to see if there's any varmints. And while it was behind her and beside him, he stole the painting and then zipped it back up as if nothing had happened. She didn't realize anyone was in there because he was invisible, and so she took the bag, not realizing it was a little lighter, and put it by her feet so no one could access it. So it's been there the whole time. So it's and the last time she opened the bag, it was in there. So she was very very confused about what just happened. But she realizes that, like, if in going into any detail about that, she might realize, people might realize she said it had disappeared, right? That it had been blown away. So she's sort of, I think, trying to cover her ass about that.
Oh, wait. Finn, do you have just generally, do you have detect thoughts?
No, not yet.
I would have paid so much to hear what was going through her head at that moment.
I know. I know.
I find that sometimes when people
I have
panic, I
one
feel like it's just like,
regret.
no.
Okay, so
I mean,
Way
she definitely was
Finn,
thinking about
sorry.
something in the bag.
Yeah, did she... I mean, did she seem upset or just afraid, or...
The word frantic would fit well there. She dug through the bag a good bit. I'm wondering if she was seeing if something was missing.
I don't get it. Maybe it is just her, affinity, haha, with Gal that set her into a panic. Cause I checked that painting like 7 times. There's nothing weird or magical about it that I could see.
Finn, make an
But
int
maybe
save.
something else in the bag? Oh, okay. Love that for me.
Well, I guess
That
anyone
means
who's
only good
listening can
things.
make an int save, because this isn't a private conversation. This is a group chat.
Yeah, this isn't group chat.
Also,
You do get
Finn,
a
you're
plus-
with Way.
Yeah. You're with Wade,
So
so
plus
that's
4.
at 21.
Okay, so Finn, you get the sense she's probably wondering where the frame is.
Yeah, probably
but-
not happy
like-
about the condition.
But
In what sense? Like, the frame is important, where is it? Or, like, just where's the frame?
I think it's because, well, it doesn't matter what I think, but the idea is, you have to think of it from her perspective. So she had a framed photo that she lied about and said had blown away, right? A framed photo cannot blow away unless it was, a fucking tornado or something. A sandstorm wouldn't be enough to move a framed photo more than, I don't know. It would have to be pretty strong to move a framed photo. So what Oz has presented is perfectly in line with the reality that she presented, which was a fucking lie. So she's concerned and agitated right now because you guys have played along with her lie, but she doesn't know why that is, whether you believe it or not. And she also doesn't know where the fucking frame is because she had it in her bag framed, and now Oz has returned it, quote unquote, from the deserts. So she's genuinely very
just psychological
agitated.
told
warfare,
Oz
really.
that she told.
We're just gaslighting this
And
woman.
Oz wasn't there when she said it blew away too, so Oz just showed up following her story but not receiving the story firsthand.
Yes. I mean, it's fair to assume that maybe you guys communicated in the meantime, but even so, it's complete. She's agitated right now because she doesn't know what the fuck is going on with this painting, how it got out
Right.
of the
And
bag.
first, she did, I guess, check on it, 2 hours ago or something?
Yeah, it's not been that long. It's basically the equivalent of, yeah, it's like you looked in a bag, saw you had a framed photo, and then and then a couple hours later, someone comes in and hands it to you, and you check your bag and it's not there, and it's in a different condition. So it's concerning there.
Oh,
Yeah,
you mean me every time I
unframed, too.
travel when I'm
Yeah.
like, did I put my passport in my bag?
Yeah.
Let me make sure again.
And then some
It could have
helpful
gotten out.
possible pickpocket walks in and says, "Here, I found your wallet." I didn't know it was missing. Well, that's okay. I found it. And it has most of the money still inside. Pretty lucky. You know, one time I lost my wallet in the back of an Uber in Vegas, and I had to wait for the Uber driver to come back to give it to me. And the guy in the back it was in the back seat, and he had a new passenger. And the guy in the back seat was like, "Don't worry, I'll give it to him." Not someone I know, but a stranger was trying to interject himself into the situation to make me pay a fee to him, no doubt. Instead, and the driver's like, "No, I think I'll just give it back to him because that's what he's expecting."
Wild.
Creepy. All right, so Finn and
Current
Wei.
wallet that has cash in it, but you don't. Sorry, continue.
Finn and Wei are going to see Gal. What would you like to talk to Gal about?
I think I'd like to just get Gal's insight on Kamal a little bit more.
Duke.
Yeah, and maybe press her a teeny tiny amount.
Hey, can I press you? Please. I don't know. You're coming in super intimidating.
Respectfully pressing.
I mean,
You know,
that's
just
just a
a
trial,
boot.
right? Theoretically. Okay, so on Kamal, you said?
Yeah. So walking in, hi girly, again. Just
turns
some
and
last
smiles.
round of questions. You know, we're just really struggling here with this whole Kamal figure. Can you tell me a little bit more about what was his deal?
Oh, sad state of affairs, that one. I think, he just liked the drugs a bit too much, and I'm sure that Holly was no help in curbing that enthusiasm, so look where it got him. I doubt it was a plague or any sort of true foul play beyond just, an overdose of drugs. I doubt that he truly had a heart condition. I think it's just, some people are just drawn to that sort of, I hate to say it, but low-class behavior, and then they get caught up in a web of addiction and they can't find their way out. And, Carlos wanted to keep what little tourism was brought into this remote place, and so he made it up like it was, there's a plague, which of course is a terrible idea for a ruse, but that's Carlos for you. He could be creative, but not very good at thinking things through. That's always been my theory. Why? Do you have anything to contradict that?
Finn kind of winces a little bit at the low class comment, but doesn't say anything and is just like, yeah, I totally know what you mean.
You flash back to you standing outside the casino, smoking a cig or something, and a little boy, wait, what's the difference between elves? I'm brain farting. It's
Elves, what elves and high elves?
High elves, that's it. You see
Really?
2 high elf like a mother and a child walking by, and they see you and some of the other casino tieflings hanging out, just like chilling. And the kid like looks at you with interest and is like, oh, "Mommy, who are they?" And she pulls him close, like away from you, and says, "Don't look; those are casino folk." Walks away. You lower your eyes, glowering at her, bitch. It's like you when you're like 16 or something.
Yeah, smoking in the alley. With the
You
other
guys look
kids.
super trashy,
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean she can call you.
How dare you
But I
call
mean,
me?
no more trashy than any like restaurant or normal service worker taking a break. You know, like
Right,
you don't look
right. But
particularly
also, it
bad.
is like the distinction. Yeah, also the distinction Finn has run into many times already as a performer of like, oh, like this person has never struggled that much or known someone who struggled that much.
Right.
You
Yeah.
fucking bitch. Like that's like you
Yeah.
that kind of like judgment that she's protective of.
And
But
it's also funny because you guys are like a kind of a little bit mafia rich too. So it's not even like if you guys probably
right.
wouldn't have been if she was some like wealthy elite, you guys probably wouldn't be that far off, but it's like I don't know, an app developer, a tech CEO looking down on guys who like made like a it's like the difference between a tech CEO and one of those Duck Dynasty guys. You know, it's like they're successful, but they still judge the other one for not being the right kind of
Yeah.
successful, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's a diatribe.
Back
but yeah.
to Kamal though. Yes. Okay, yeah. So the drugs, that's been a big thing we've been running into. Have you ever partook? No judgment, of course. I know being as famous as you are is probably hard. You have to unwind somehow.
Okay. Oh, I've never touched the stuff, ruins the complexion. But you're right.
Insight check.
Okay, give me an insight check, please.
22.
You're not sure. She seems a bit dismissive of it. Could be a performance, but you got nothing to go on. At face
Gotcha.
value. She's a skilled actress, and even your insight ability makes scrutinizing her a bit difficult, as opposed to some of the others who are a little bit more hard on their sleeve.
Valid. Yeah.
So, but she goes on. She's like, there have been temptations, but I think the reason for my success is my ability to hold on to what my beliefs are and stay true to that, even when the temptations come.
Finn tries not to roll her eyes. Right. How noble. This is just more of a personal type question, but what are you actually getting out of being here? Again, someone as famous as you.
Well,
in sort of a projection star, right? In a rundown nobody joint like this.
She chuckles at that as if she's thought the same thing about the place before. Have you been to Owasara?
No, not yet. We're on our way.
Well, I'm sure you've been to big cities before. Imagine...
Yeah.
I don't know. You're a performer, aren't you?
Very successful one.
She insight checks you.
Damn it.
You have high deception, though. Wait, no, not deception. Fuck.
No, you're right. I do have high deception. I just don't utilize it enough.
Deception. She says a very successful one. Well, then you must know that sometimes fans can be a bit clingy. I've had the luxury of working out of Owasara for all of my astral projection films, and as a result of that, there are some rather clingy obsessives out there. And as the films began to mount in success, it became very difficult for me to go anywhere without being bothered. And believe me, I love that people are so passionate, but sometimes you just want to be a regular person. And the remoteness of here allows me to do that, or at least it did find some solace until all this murder business. Does that make sense?
It does. It does make sense, yeah. Maybe
Good.
I'll have the same feeling myself one day.
Oh, I'm sure you will, although I hope you don't, because it's quite annoying.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got a fan right here, elbows away. Don't stop following me.
Way's like, I'll be on the lookout for him.
I think, unless Tat wants to ask any questions through me, I think that's all I have. Oh, actually, so then, be real with me, right? How do we feel about Tammy? Because she, nice girl. Bordering obsessive, maybe, wouldn't you say?
I heard she keeps a picture of you in her wallet.
Finn repeats this as Cal says it
No.
in Tat.
Yeah, she's going to. Could you make a persuasion roll on that? I want to see how honest she's going to be here. 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
She's going to say, okay, well, I don't wish to speak ill of her because she is my closest friend here. But yes, I have noticed, and I try to ignore them, some very, I don't know, fangirly behaviors. But I think she's also very willing to listen to me, and when I say, Tammy, you're being a bit much, she takes the note. So I don't think it's a problem. But I can understand, and thank you for looking out for me about her. But I think I can handle her.
Okay. Thanks for being honest.
I'm always honest.
Do you
Insight check.
wanna
We all have to
while you're
laugh
doing
about
that over
Said the
over
accent.
chat, maybe do you wanna do you wanna maybe ask her if she knows anything about the prop knife or thingy from the movie she worked on? Because she was in that movie, right? Maybe she knows about like the knife.
Yeah, how do I casually bring that up?
Yeah, so we found a poster of yours in the desert.
Right, yeah. Tammy said she lost this. It had a really cool knife on it, though. What's that about for no reason?
You could talk about how you've been talking with Tammy about the movie, since you're on the subject of
Yeah.
Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
No,
not rely on
I
that
hear
noise
you.
name.
No, good, but thank you both. We were talking about this movie you were in recently, me and Tammy.
Oh, here we go.
Right, the no one say anything, it's in my notes. The Moonlight no, the Starbound Masquerade. Right? Or is that a different movie? She's been in too many movies. Yeah, that movie. The one with the that cool knife. That cool knife that was
And the Gentleman Thief.
Yes, the Gentleman Thief and the breasting boobily. Sorry, that's not appropriate.
She laughs. Oh, you
so
must
when
mean
Finn does
Moonlight,
it, it's funny.
Moonlight Mirage. Yes, I was breasting quite boobily in that one. I wish I'd kept that wardrobe and that figure, to be honest, but what can you do? But yes, what is it about? That's the film that launched my career, so it's feels like so long ago. Only a few years though.
Yeah.
But...
Tammy has this, said she lost this poster of you from that movie. So I guess, if you know where that's at,
Oh,
keep a
really?
lookout.
That's
Seems
a
important to
shame.
her.
Yes, I think I remember seeing that hanging up in her tent there. That's a shame that it's lost. Well, when I'm back in Oasara, I should talk to my good friends. Wait for it. Ratto Guilford.
Ratto. Yes.
one of the oldest and most important characters in all the worlds. And by character, I mean quite a guy. He makes screen prints with illusory magic. It shouldn't be too hard for him to come up with another one.
Yeah, pretty impressive work.
Oh, no, not at all.
Do I detect any change in her demeanor about the mention of the poster and it being lost?
Loading response.
Mm-hmm. Inside checking again.
Okay, yeah, you can do an insight check on her. No, not really.
Oof.
She doesn't seem to care that much.
Oh, she's so stone cold. Okay. All right. Well, stay safe. Thanks for chatting.
She nods. Okay, you guys head out. Getting close to our break. So let's go back to Ronnie, and Kel has joined, and Ronnie and Rami and Kel are all together in the kitchen right now. Ronnie, would you like to do the honors of opening the box?
I open the box.
As you open the box, you see a few of Kamal's belongings, and you also see beneath them and wrapped up in one of the shirts in there, you see the dagger.
The blue stone.
Indeed, it does have the blue.
Oh.
It does not look to be a fake dagger in any way. It looks to be a real dagger with a curved blade, a kris, and it looks to be having ornate, sort of gilded hilt. Probably not actually expensive, but probably made to. If it's not the one from the movie, it's a highly skilled replica of it. It has some light staining on it, like it had been wiped away, perhaps, and then stowed in this box. Rami is going to respond to it with shock. That wasn't in there. That's new. Someone fucked with it.
Of course. Can I try to examine it and tell anything about it? Like, does it smell like vanilla or barbecued frogs or any other things that we've observed, or like
okay, yeah. Give me
clear sets of fingerprints.
Investigation on it.
Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah, of course. Don't even have to ask.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well.
The overwhelming sense of blood is what's most palpable to you. It does smell like the crime scene in that regard.
Rami, you when Ronnie was digging this up, you were pretty on point. It's a very good skill you have. Did you see anyone else maybe skulking around the site, maybe, and they weren't supposed to be there? Even if you couldn't identify them, if we could figure out when this happened, that might be helpful.
No, I mean, you were the first one I saw back there besides the other guy. What's his name? Way. He went around that way earlier, right? I could see it right out the
Right.
kitchen window when people pass by. They don't always do it, but when I do see, if it's, sometimes people sit out at the dining, I see them, but like, I don't really see, there's, a lot of, not a lot that way besides like the massage thing and like, the landfill. So no, I didn't see anybody, but I mean, I was asleep all night, so could have been then.
Fair enough. Hey, look, would you mind not telling other people that we found this? We've been trying to be pretty forthcoming about this with everyone, but no one seems to be returning the favor, and we've kind of had to resort to gotcha tactics. So,
Yeah. That's, I mean, who am I
we're
gonna
gonna come
talk
clean
to?
eventually.
Everyone else is dead, you know?
Right.
But yeah, you can count on me. I want to figure this out too.
Thanks, man.
You're not.
Sorry, go ahead,
Oh.
Ronnie.
Sorry, I was actually realized I can't remember if I'm misremembering this. He said that he and Marla used to go there,
Go
or did he say
where?
to the grave?
Oh
marker?
yeah. They set it up together as like a little memorial for him. You know, like the way people do like roadside memorials for people who die and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not like it's not like the place he was buried because they didn't have the body because Carlos got rid of it, but like just so they had a place to mourn, you know?
Totally. Okay. Sorry. Thanks.
Okay, we're at the midpoint. Why don't we take our break here and then we will come back for more dagger talk. All right, BRB. I've closed them in here with us. Is that what you wanted?
That was you. What do you mean? Hey.
Ah! Oh, that's good.
Ooh. Oh.
The fuck?
It was worth a try. It was worth. What the fuck is that?
No! What is that? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. That's bullshit. Fucking shit! Hands down the worst part of the game so far is that jump there. Crap in a cracker! Like, the first half of this world almost feels like, oh wow, they decided to make a really fun world with it. And then, like, whoever's like the sadistic guy. What the fuck? Yeah, this is where I died last time. Oh!
Did he just close the...
What the fuck? Turn that back on.
Oh, please open the door. Please open the door.
Very sorry, I thought I was Oh, there's monsters.
See, if I just gotten there. Ah! No! 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 Motherfucker! We're going to say that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit. I just fell down. I just fell my ass down on the floor. That's what happens when I read chat. As Vance is giving me Rip Drac a new one for us. I walk off the fucking cliff. Look at them jiggle.
I dropped an egg.
Nope. No, you didn't.
Oh no! Oh no!
Dude, stop stacking them. Just put them on place. Oh no! Stop! You poor bastard. You think life revolves around you, don't you? Well, there's one thing you have to learn, and that's I am the legendary swordsman. You're just some stumbly, bumbly rock person. Okay, it's still just a... Ha! Okay, I noticed a problem with what just happened. Confidence is key. No! No! I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high, I'm believing. What the fuck? Oh no. It's half of chat's search results as a Pokemon. Millgrowth. Oh, here we go. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no, it's all long nipples. These Jason guys are true to form tough. Welcome, entrance to hell. Fuck. I don't like that. I don't like it. Ah. And then just Mark just fucking rots and dies. Are we seeing the same thing? Did I hallucinate this? What the fuck is happening? Which do you guys prefer? When I'm creepily optimistic? Or when I'm angrily frustrated? Fuck you! See, this doesn't seem like a horror game, but if you're a cat, it's your worst nightmare.
Wow, we all got rolled into the Katamari and now we're on a lunar family vacation. The stars sure are pretty. Ha 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 ha.
They're dead, aren't they? They're long dead. Fuck me. Get me in there! I'm gonna lose my mind. Hey, did you people just come out of the closet? Get out of here! In modern times, we probably would have rephrased this. What? Oh, I can't edge through that? I'm scared now. Okay, bringing your audio back. Okay, we are back. Thank you for that. I just wanted to be clear. I have not yet eaten my burger. Someday I will.
Oh no,
Oh my
man.
God.
That's gonna be
No,
so
stop.
ass when you finally do eat it.
It's gonna be
It's honestly gonna be ass anyway.
yeah, it's gonna be bad no matter what.
That's what microwaves are for.
Yeah, it's true. But then there's always that, like, if you microwave a fast food burger and they got lettuce or tomato on it, you're always just asking for a piping hot mouth.
You
Of,
gotta
Yeah.
you gotta
Disassemble.
Yeah,
disassemble
you
it.
remove those first.
disassemble,
When I-
toast the buns,
But then you have to
microwave
look
the
at what
burger.
you're
Yeah.
about to eat. You have to really scrutinize it, and then you're like, ugh, I should just make something.
Maybe just before session ends, you can like turn on your oven for some time, preheat it so that you can yoink the entire thing.
Just stick
in
I
my
was
there.
gonna be
fucking
like-
head right
Feels-
in and be like, thanks, Wendy's, for this leg. I'm Sylvia Plathing my way out of here.
Leave your audio on. We'll distract you while you do it.
If it comes wrapped, you could put it in the air fryer and it steams it a little bit and keeps everything from drying out.
Really?
Mm,
There's an idea.
yeah, it's a good trick.
No, we all know I'm just gonna eat it cold and sad while Meowth bites me. Let's be real. Oh, the curly tail.
It has
Okay.
been foretold.
It has been short told.
Boom.
Ooh.
Okay. What would you guys like to do
So
now?
we're about to launch it.
Okay, so you guys have
Did Ozzy want to go to the massage parlor?
Oh,
Yeah,
also
I think
this
Oz is
is
gonna go investigate the massage parlor.
Can
Was
I?
that-
Sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, Oz wants to do that, or Oz is being sarcastic that he wants
Yeah.
to do that? Okay. Oz
No,
goes.
Oz is gonna go investigate the massage parlor. There's still apparently a being here that has not been questioned. I'd say
Mhm.
person, but we don't know.
We don't.
Okay, so you go to the massage parlor. It's quiet and creepy inside. There's a back room. If you knock on it, the creepy massage guy comes out with his long, spindly, furry, spidery legs and is like, now is my rest time. I am in hibernation. Please come.
Cool, can I hibernate with you?
No, no. I eat while I sleep. Would not be safe for young niblets.
Oh, I brought snacks. Oz pulls out a piece of meat jerky.
The hands grab it and you hear him snarf it. Ah, thank you. He shuts the door and you hear him snoring loudly.
Oh, wait, no, I had questions. That's
Yeah.
okay, I can wait.
He opens the door a crack. What is this?
Oz is sat on the ground next to the door waiting for him to wake up. Oh, hi, I was waiting.
Ah. What? He seems groggy.
I was gonna see if you saw anything, because people died.
No. The sunlight is too scary for me.
Oh, no, it happened at night.
I do not like to leave these walls. Safer
Oh, that
here.
sounds boring. You should get out sometime.
No. I stay here. They bring me food. I eat. It is my life.
Oh, why?
It is what I desire.
Oh, I mean, if you're happy with it, that's fine. But if you feel cooped up, you should get out at night sometime.
No cooped up. Very cozy.
Oh, okay.
He seems to be asleep
and he fell asleep
mid-conversation.
Oz just kind of reaches up, gives him a little pat on the head, and leaves.
Who is? What? As you look at him, he looks like a big, furry, weird monster Muppet. To tie in with our earlier Muppet talk from before the game.
I think that just might be a cursed puppet.
He's a living thing. He's just he just looks like a 6 foot wide spider Muppet with a big weird face, googly eyes, tennis ball nose, big wide mouth.
Yeah. Oz is convinced that is just a puppet that has been cursed with the gift of life.
You're not sure what kind of creature he is. He's clearly some sort of sentient monster. But puppet come to life is as good a guess as any at this point.
We have, encountered some puppets, so
True.
maybe you could the screaming puppet could be a companion. I think in the tattoo run, it will be like, I think everyone should come to the kitchen if you can.
Oh, okay.
All right, on it.
I think I met a cursed puppet.
Ronnie says out loud in the tattoo. Rami, would you mind very much? Thank you for sharing the space, and I am sorry for the desecration. I will help you rebuild the memorial.
Wait.
Would you mind very much?
I got something for this. He goes into his room and comes out with a little smoking pipe, right? Like a real detective. And it's cabals, but I think it's cool, right? Do I look like mature? He starts smoking the pipe, but there's nothing in it. He's just sort of like making little puff noises. His mouth. This is the first time in a few days you've seen him with any sort of light in his eyes. I think you as you stare at him, it seems that perhaps being involved with the solving of this has given him some sort of motivation, and pulled him out of his depressive state slightly.
Ronnie apologetically in the tattoo. I was about to ask him to leave, but now it feels really mean.
He reclines in like a lawn chair inside the kitchen. Now, how are we gonna solve this thing, huh, boys? He's pondering very hard.
I think he's safe.
Well, okay. Should I talk out loud or just stay in the tattoo and we all just stand around silently?
Yeah, we're all thinking about this real hard.
Do you have any ideas, Rami? Any theories about what happened? You could be the key to cracking this thing wide open.
Is that out loud or in the tattoo? Oh, Rami.
No, I'm asking Rami, not Ronnie.
No, I don't.
He looks suddenly panicked. Good sir, yeah, I have like all the theories, man, but like you go first. I don't want to steal your thunder.
I mean, hey, you guided us to this, Clearly you have the spirit of a detective in you.
Oh yeah, he walks over to the knife. Look what I found. It's like it's a fucking knife, right? It's clearly like what they killed Carlos with, right?
What makes you think that
I did not let him pick up the dagger.
As he's reaching for it, you deflect him away. Hey, come on!
I sort of hold it above my very high head with my 10-foot arms.
Stop that! That's not cool.
No.
He is very much like a little brother trying to reach it.
Rami, this should be as undisturbed as we can let it be, both out of respect and out of evidence.
Undisturbed? They disturbed his memorial to put it in there. I should be able to play with it if I want. Continues reaching.
No, stop it.
Rami, that's how you get convicted for murder, is messing with murder evidence.
Fine.
Finn will give Rami one of her spare daggers to play with instead.
Oh, hell yeah. He immediately throws it at a dartboard on the wall. It hits the dartboard with the handle, so it does not stick. Damn it! No way, I can do this. Watch this. He starts busying himself with that.
Just practice, and then turns around. All right, everyone, what do we got?
Oz is going to make sure that there is some sort of shield, whether it be a person or a chair, between himself and the dartboard.
Yeah. He's on the other. There's about 4 or 5 feet. It's on the other side of the kitchen island.
Why would this was in a shoebox in sand? Why would it have interfered with your spellway?
Is there any like lead paint on the box, or
No,
like
there's
is
no
the dagger maybe
indication-
made of lead?
There's no indication that what stopped locate object was lead in this case.
Huh. I'll pop a detect magic on the dagger.
You get the sense that that the to be clear, this is the same dagger from the painting too.
Right.
Detect magic. Wait. Wait.
Waiting.
I don't know
Oh,
how
no.
I don't know how this interaction works.
Okay.
The dagger coated in a thin sheet of lead.
No. There's no lead
Does this
involved.
dagger
It's-
like eat magic or something?
Is Gal doing a permanent illusion spell to make herself look glamorous?
What?
Ooh.
I hope I'm not about to have my soul sucked into the dagger for trying to like do magic.
No,
there or something.
nothing like that.
It's okay. We'll save you.
What?
And your
What?
soul.
What? School of Magic is detect magic.
Divination.
Divination.
Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's
Oh, does this thing just block divination spells? That would make sense.
Oh.
as you
A
are
little bit,
able
yeah.
to, since Way's not here, you describe having the same, buzz, interference, connection blocked feeling that he felt, specifically with the dagger. But it's,
Okay.
I mean, make an intelligence save, Cal.
Okay, and everyone's here, so I get the +4 on that.
Yes.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
With a dirty 26. Well, you tried to detect if it was magic, and it seemed to block that spell. That pretty much fucking suggests it's magic, right? So
Yeah.
screw you,
Yeah.
Decker. I figured this out. You realized you've outsmarted the object.
I give it a little kick for no reason.
Sword, can you talk? No.
It starts
this is
singing
it
like the
then,
map
right?
in Dora the Explorer.
Can I just try? I know this thing blocks like divination magic, but can I just, with my super arcane magic abilities, try to figure out what's happening with the dagger?
Certainly, yeah. You can just roll Arcana on it.
Fuck.
Super magical arcane abilities, you said.
Gosh, Way looks
Yeah.
dreamy today.
Can I investigate it? I can like give it a little nibble, give it the sniff test.
Oh,
Yeah,
please.
this would be an Arcana check if you're testing for
I'll leave Oz
magic.
guidance.
With guidance?
+4, so 14, right?
D4.
Yeah,
not-
plus a D4. But
You know, I'm gonna use a luck point on this. This feels
that's
important.
not the worst
Woo.
idea.
27.
Nice.
Nice.
Glad I used a luck
Don't
point.
forget
That is
that.
Plus your
19
D4.
Look at that D4. Let's get
So-
this bitch to 30.
28.
Make him tell us everything.
Oh,
Oh, hell
31.
31.
No.
Okay. This thing is the gem that's in the hilt of it is a blue gem of non-detection. It
Ooh, magic
basically
gem.
it basically imbues the dagger with the non-detection spell, which makes it it makes it inherently unable to be detected by divination magic.
Huh.
Oh, we're gonna need that gem when we're done here.
Well, here's another thought, gang. This might not be the only gem that might be on this oasis. We tried a couple of necromancy spells to make the people who died not be dead anymore, and those didn't work either, right?
I don't know if you actually
Right.
did try that, did you?
Did we?
Did we not try to revivify? I swear,
We-
didn't Wei
I
try
don't
to
think-
revivify Marla the moment she died?
Yeah, he did. He tried to
Yeah.
revivify, and it was that good old plot co-poison.
Yeah, that happened. I don't know if you tried it many times, but we discussed it out of game
Right.
several times, I think, because of your chicanery. But yeah, you get the sense that, however, I will say this. Actually, give me a wisdom save, Cal, as you're discerning this. Between you
23?
and Wei discussing this now, the sense is that whatever was blocking that restorative magic is distinct from this gem effect. It didn't feel magically the same, so it feels like those are two separate issues.
Okay.
So, and to put it more specifically, based on what you're able to understand, you don't think a similar gem would have done what's defying the res stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's not to
Ignore
say
everything I
it's
just said.
what the phenomenon doesn't exist. It does exist. It's just that it might be the result of something else.
Okay.
So this is for sure hardcore evidence against Gal, though, right? I mean, or maybe against Tammy too. But there's some connection to those two. I can't help
100%.
but
Like,
notice.
if this is a prop off of Gal's movie, how did it get here?
I need Ronnie to give me an int save +4.
I
16.
16.
Ronnie, you recall that you found a digging implement in Karen's room.
Yeah, the trowel. It could be, but I'm pretty suspicious of them, but a lot has pointed to them too. This is. Have any of you seen any of those astral projections?
I think
Yeah,
What
I
are
mean,
they
I've
called?
Wei
seen.
and Finn have seen a movie. Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
a movie.
A movie.
Did both of you see the one with this? Midnight or whatever, Moonlight.
I think
Yes.
Wei
No.
saw Moonlight Mirage.
Yeah.
Is there-
Right. And we're in a desert. It all works out.
Ooh.
I was trying to do some math earlier about do the 4 names all have clues in them?
Oh yeah. Let's walk down that rabbit hole.
This is
really
I can
big
tell
night.
you
yarnball
right
over
now,
here.
this will be an extremely fruitful line of questions.
This is big night York energy.
Above
It is not your
Warren
energy.
shows up with a big piece of graph paper. Let's really get into this.
Patty O'Brien.
Here's
Night Yorb.
here's
The night
I
York.
ha-
Speak not of the night York.
I do have an idea, guys. Generally speaking, right?
Please don't lick the dagger.
No, I'm gonna stab myself that way. No,
Oh my
just
god,
kidding.
Finn.
It's as
I'm
smart
kidding,
as
I'm
Ways do
kidding.
the drugs plan. Although I guess it did prove
Ronnie
fruitful in
puts the
end.
box above their head again. No.
Guys, you guys are no fun. I'm working on my comedy, okay? Anyway, no. Mr. Wobbles or whatever his name is was talking about doing a trial, right? And I just think that we collect our evidence and we bring it out in the open to everyone all at once. That way we can see who's reacting to what, who's saying what in the moment, you know? Things might come to light more if we just throw it at everyone as it is with what we have.
They might, but they might just keep lying to us.
Yeah.
They could, but if it's a real trial, me and Wei will have Zone of Truths up.
Why would it be a real trial? No one here works for any sort of legal
Yeah.
entity.
And last time we tried, they just left, right?
I don't hate your idea of scaring people into admitting stuff. I just
Honestly, you know what? How about if
It's
we're
how I
doing
was
that?
raised.
You know what? We can Zone of
I
Truth.
learned it from watching you.
We can Zone of Truth, and then I'll put up a wall of fire around it so no one can leave.
Well,
or
that's
maybe the
It'll be a
Wow,
lot
Cal,
harder
you're
for them to
crazy.
lie if they have no
if you do a wall
tongues.
of fire.
I think everyone would get advantage on intimidation checks.
What if we just held it on the center island so we would know right away if someone was trying to leave, we'd hear the splash.
Well, do we have anything to stop them from leaving? That's why I was thinking wall of fire.
But
I
also,
mean, if
no
someone
one's.
runs
I got
away,
levitate,
doesn't
I
it?
could lift them up real quick into the air.
But wait. Realistically, right? If you're trying to prove that you're innocent, you're not going to run away from your moment to prove that you're innocent. You know
But
what I
if
mean?
you feel like you're caught, you're gonna take a runner, though.
People
Right, and
also do behave ways if they think they're going to be in trouble, even if they are innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, maybe
I
it's
mean,
not trial time yet.
remember at the dining pavilion when we tried to cast Zone of Truth? Like, we didn't know anyone was innocent or guilty, but they all left anyway.
What do you think,
They just
Rami?
walked out.
Eureka! You guys all turn.
Great.
Good one.
He's finally hit the dartboard with the knife. It's sticking
He's-
in.
Smoking some oregano.
Good job, kid.
Damn, this shit hurts
At least we
hard.
know it wasn't Rami.
No, Finn, I think you're right, but I can't tell when. It's hard for me to know when people are lying to me, and I don't want to spring this before we feel a little more, some kind of way. But if you feel like this will work, I'll back you up.
I know what you mean, Ronnie. It's just I don't know how much more snooping around we can do when, like Kel pointed out before, no one's being forthcoming. Everyone seems like they have something to hide, whether it's about the murders or not.
Then maybe the wall of fire. It's the way to go. Ronnie looks sad and like just really downtrodden. They're just still holding those shoebox above their head. Oh. Sorry, blind. Does this look like the knife in the movie? Like you saw it? I mean, in the astral projection.
Yeah, it does. It looks exactly like it.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you
that's
know
the knife,
anything
alright.
about these? Is it likely that they just used a magical weapon that they had in the movie, or would this have just been a replicated item that someone put a real magical item into?
Uh,
I mean, it could go either way, right? But we wouldn't know, since we can't detect anything off of it.
Way's gonna say, based on his own logicking out of this, that it's possible that it's the real one from the movie and not a replica because it has that non-detection thing on it, because that might be a way of keeping people from stealing props or trying to do so. It doesn't
Right.
necessarily mean that the gem was installed specifically for this purpose.
Well, I guess like I bring it up because it could be that Gal stole it and used it.
She did
It
say
could
she
be-
wished she kept the wardrobe from the movie, so maybe this was her one keepsake.
It could be that she did that, Tammy found it, and then Tammy hid it, and then hid the poster so that we wouldn't connect the knife to Gal.
Right.
There was a trowel in Karen's room, and it had been used recently. Multiple people have died, why could Marlowe's wine have been meant for Carlos? He was a lush. That's a word I think I probably learned recently, probably from you all.
I don't know what that word means still. In real life and in game.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been possible that the target was miscalculated.
But if Karen had a trowel that was recently used to dig something up, and Gal had the knife and Tammy had the poster, like maybe they were all in on it, and they were only ever trying to kill Carlos because of what happened to Kamal. Some of them, I think, were here before. Did anyone not know Kamal? Damn it.
Did we question anyone on their relations to Kamal? Because this could be very well just a revenge killing for that, because they could blame Carlos.
The only person I remember having somewhat tension with Kamal maybe was Rami, actually, because he mentioned how just, about the whole drug thing. I don't remember the exactly what he said, but I remember Rami being like, oh, like they were so into the drug thing, like it wasn't good for Carlos or anybody.
But that seemed like friction out of a place of caring, He felt
Right,
like
they showed up together.
They were childhood friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And Marlo was from
That's not to
the
say
same
that-
neighborhood, but didn't know them till... Maybe had seen them around, but didn't know them personally till they worked here, and sort of just developed an older sister role amongst their pre-established dynamic.
Right. I'll also reposit real quick the concept that Karen wants the Oasis, because I remember she mentioned that to Wei and Oz, I think, at one point.
I think that was because I brought it up.
Okay. I don't know if that was like a real thing that she was like feeling, or she was just like, wait, yeah, that's a good idea, Ronnie.
To clarify, the chain of events was that Karen was already sputtering at that point and not making a lot of sense. I think Ronnie suggested the concept that, someone might, trying to suss out a motivation or a motive was like, maybe what do you think could happen with this place afterwards? And Karen was like, I don't know. Do you think I could take it over? And so, based on what you guys know already, in order for you to trust the other stuff that she had said or had been misleading about, maybe, she would have to be an even better actress than Gal or Stabitha. Because in order for her to have another layer there, not to say she's not being deceptive, but it seemed like she didn't suddenly like change tones or moods about that. So it might be true, but at the same time, in the moment, she seemed to be acting as though it had just occurred to her when you said it, which does not suggest a premeditated whatever. However, if she had been lying about that, she could have been, very skillfully lying about that. But you have to consider, does that gel with the sort of the vision, the perception of Karen that everyone has? If you think back to Stabitha's description of her, Oz, that might not be a perfect fit. So you would want to find something to corroborate that if it is indeed the fact, because you don't really have anything hard to suggest that.
So, okay. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm just brain moving, brain thinking.
Well, for now that we have this dagger, could we go back to Carlos's body and see maybe if the stab wounds
If it fits
exactly match? Like
the Cinderella
I mean, I know
story.
that they likely do. This one's just right.
Why would they stab like this? I would have done it like this, because you're just fucking ruining the body. Wait, maybe there's a lot of romance in this story. Maybe there's something in his heart. All right, I've been watching too many horror movies. So yeah, you can go back to Carlos's tent real quick, and it does seem like the curved edges do sort of make sense if you decide to wedge it in there. It does seem like this is in fact the murder weapon.
Okay.
Wow, Cal, you really went for it there, huh?
Oh, what? Oh,
Hey, no
Give
one
that back.
stop me.
Oh, I
Okay.
get it. This is fun. I see
Real
why you
quick,
like
when
this.
Oz
Finn.
was investigating the dagger, did he notice any dried blood on it? Did
Yeah,
it
there.
have any glow like it had been dipped in the water?
Oh, there's no indication that it had been dipped, but there was blood on it. It looked like it was probably bloodier, but had been wiped down. So there's a little bit of like speckage on it, but it's not dripping. And some of the blood that had been on it had been scattered onto Kamal's remaining artifacts in there. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that's the murder weapon.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
As the stab expert, I suppose, do all of the stabs in Carlos's body fit the blade?
Yeah,
that we
it doesn't.
found?
Based on now that you have something to compare it to, it doesn't seem like different blades were used. It seems like it was all the same blade, just different strength of stabs, different angles.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at it
Okay.
again, guys, I don't think the stabs locations have anything to do with height. I think it has to do with confidence.
Can we tell if
Oh,
the
yeah.
stabs that seem like they were all done at the same time? I realize now it's been a minute, but like
Yeah.
blood flow wise.
The wounds show the same, although the impact of them is different. They show the same amount of deterioration and like congealing life essence, I guess. So it does seem like there's nothing on the body that indicates like one happens, 12
Right.
hours before the other or anything. There's nothing. Your best guesstimate based on this is that they were probably within, the same encounter of wherever,
It was probably whoever did it was a little unsure at first, but once the adrenaline's up there in the middle of the act, then they're a lot more sure about it, and that's where the strong blows come in.
Sure, and he probably fell down after being stabbed a little bit.
Yeah.
Ronnie shrugs. That happens sometimes. It's not a big deal if you fall down after you get stabbed.
Yeah.
Totally
I
normal.
wouldn't know. I just light things on fire.
There may still be an opportunity for that.
Yeah, I think that the more I think about it, I think only one person stabbed him. Maybe this was their first go of it,
Right.
or not something they do frequently. We know that Karen has the digging materials, but that doesn't mean she's the same person who stabbed. But she at least might know something about it.
This is still the day after Carlos died, right?
Yeah, I think it's later that
Yes.
day.
I mean, it could be that, Karen was the one who killed him and buried it, and then Tammy's just kind of either covering for her or found out about it and is being intimidated into covering for her.
Right. That's not impossible. Right now, the people I think need to pay attention to are Karen, Gal, and Tammy.
Tammy.
Still, yeah.
How do we grill them without, unless we're going scorched earth, how do we grill them without burning bridges?
I have no interest in bridges with these people.
Fair enough.
That's so metal, but like so true.
Across the way, Holly's writing that down as lyrics, even though she can't hear it. She just sort of picks up the bag.
Ronnie, you should start writing music. I think it would really suit you.
A band called
I-
Mayor Ronnie? Hell yeah.
Cannot sing.
That's okay. There's magic for that.
That's why we said metal.
Yeah, I mean, do we
Ronnie
just
dyes
confront?
all their fur black.
If you had like the
Oh my
Peter
God.
Parker goth like swoop in front of the eyes, that's what you do.
Yes. But meets Chewbacca.
Yeah,
Goth Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
Chewgotha.
Chewbacca. Do we just confront some people? And if yes, who first and how hardcore are we going with it?
I think we have to. If you think it's best, Ronnie looks at Finn, to gather everyone together, I will trust your judgment. If we want to take this first to Gal, she's the person it makes the most sense to, that access to it. At least that's the only thing I can think of.
Personally, I think we should group up Gal, Tammy, and Karen, because this knife seems to have passed hands between all three of them. You know, Gal might have originally sourced it, Tammy lied about it, Karen buried it. They all have something to
Right.
do with this for some reason.
And even if things do go, you know, in a more volatile direction, we'll have an answer. At least more answers than we have now. We've killed a godkin. We can stop some chicks from running away. You know what I mean?
There wasn't any like hair or fur like in the knife or in the box or anything, right?
Not that you can see, no.
All right, Oz pulls out his captain hat. I guess it's time to play bad cop now.
Okay, let's do this.
Ronnie backs up a little bit.
Finn smiles. Proud.
So do you guys want to gather everybody at like the conference table over the dining table and just start talking to people out in the open?
I think, yeah, just Tammy, Gal, and Karen, I think is who we want right now.
Okay, so let the others just do what they wish.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we doing that at the conference table, or are we going to do it at, like, in someone's tent?
Conference tables feels like, oh, like this is important,
Right.
and everyone should pay attention to what we're doing right now.
Okay.
All right, so they're gonna. I guess Rami's gonna come too, just to hang. But they're over there. Holly notices the commotion, is going to hang out by her tent. Stabitha's going to hang out by hers too. Holly, perpetual
just invite
loner,
them.
but wants to be invited. Sound like any DM you know? Okay.
You didn't need to call me
Oops.
out like that.
It's both of us.
Well, maybe do we want to do this in someone's tent? This kind of seems like everyone's here now, anyway.
I mean, it's fine. I think if other people are here, then these guys are less likely to lie, because at least, I don't know. Unless
Yeah.
everyone's secretly supporting each other.
Stabitha and Holly will jump in if they feel. We know Holly will be fine jumping in if she wants to.
Exactly.
So true.
Warren's going to sneak up behind you, Cal, and put his arm around you. And I'm here to chase anyone down should they try to escape.
Don't do that. man.
Ronnie does like a quick like a quick snap on Warren's hand to be like, not you check with him first.
He starts sniffing you back. I say, you're quite odorous yourself. And not
I
in
didn't
an
sniff
unpleasant
him.
way.
I smacked his hand.
Oh, I thought you said you snuffed like an outward, like Meowth does that
Oh, no.
sometimes. Like,
Ronnie snuffs out Warren. Jesus.
Snuffs him
it's a
out.
murder story, all right. Stupid rabbit.
Ronnie smacks Warren's hand. Warren starts sniffing them. Jordan escapes into the desert.
How did they them hurt me?
Wow, Warren. Wow.
Wow, so progressive of you.
Warren lowers sunglasses he has for a second. He says, "My pronouns are Apache helicopter. Pretty clever, right?" Everyone stares at him with
Neither
anger.
of those words mean anything to me.
All right. I'll take a back seat as usual, but if you need me, I'm here.
Yeah. Who
Pull-
has the knife actually?
Ronnie, but they're immediately in such a bad mood. Worse than when they were investigating murder. Here, sorry, Finn, here you go. And they are still sort of respect. I think I probably would have not continued to carry it in the shoebox, but would have removed it from the shirt, maybe left the box sort of tucked safely into like a place where Rami and Kamal's room was, and we'll have wrapped the dagger in something else, a kitchen towel or whatever.
Cool. Okay. I think Finn is sort of activating performance mode a little bit. Just like instinctively.
A little bit.
Just a little bit as a treat. And is going to just put the not unwrap the knife yet, but just put it down, let the noise hit the table, and look at the three Knoll ladies and be like, would anyone like to guess what's in this what's wrapped up here?
I'm gonna cast Enhanceability again while Finn's doing that, and give Finn advantage on all charisma rolls, active checks.
Is that obvious to everyone else that that's happening?
Well, it has somatic and verbal, so yes. But hopefully I can make it so that Finn looks like, like she's glowing or some shit.
Everyone's just so used to Kel doing weird things at this point that they're just like, whatever. It doesn't even like register at this point. They're more concerned with the overall situation. You see in response to the thing being put on the table, Karen's eyes go wide. She immediately begins sweating. Tammy just like looks, she can't become pale, but she just sort of like freezes and is uncomfortable. And Gal raises an eyebrow and then stares at you and is like, "Ugh, I love theatrics, but why don't you just tell us, darling?"
If you say so, I'll unwrap it, point at the knife. Have anything to say about that, Gal? We all know this is from your movie, and it's authentic. We checked.
She sorry, I've got the wrong thing open. She's gonna look at it, and she has like a very small, her mouth goes really like small, her lips are like tight and pursed, and looks like annoyed. And says, "Well, I hate to break it to you, darling, but this is a replica. Fans make these kind of things. You can say you checked, but... Well, sure. She looks at it. It could be mistaken for the real thing. But it's missing the red sapphire in the hilt. This little blue doodad is wrong." Make an int save, anyone who would like to.
Can I say just before we do that, that it's interesting you say that it's supposed to be a red doodad in the hilt, because on a movie poster we found, it was indeed blue. Right? It was blue, right?
Yeah. You aren't telling me that Rattle Guilford made a mistake, are you?
She shocks. I'm glad that he's become a plot point. It makes sense that he would, but it's just funny to me that we just made this character up. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Someone had to make a painting, and the painting's important. So
yeah,
sure. Otherwise we'd just be saying the artist. So yeah, you guys, based on what you know and what you've seen in the poster or the painting, she's lying about this, at least if the painting is supposed to be believed. And when you last spoke to Gal, remind me, you mentioned that the painting had gone missing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And now Tammy has the painting again. And she knows that Oz has seen it at the very least. And so it stands to reason that Oz probably shared it with the rest of you guys prior to returning it. So from their perspective, Gal might not have known that that you had seen it. So this is maybe you revealing that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We're putting all our cards on the table.
100%.
And she's going to raise an eyebrow at you, and it's going to be like, "Oh, well, I don't see how that's possible because you just told me earlier that the painting had gone missing."
Oh,
She-
yeah, we just so happened to recover it. It was very lucky, actually.
She's going to turn to Tammy and be like, "Is this true?" She looks at Tammy, and Tammy's like, "Oh, it's weird, but it blew away again." Everyone stares at her blankly. Yeah, I know
Tammy,
it's
we know
hard to
that's
believe, but that's what
bullshit.
happened. Desert winds.
Oh, that's really
Tammy?
unfortunate.
I mean, I found it in the desert, but it appeared as though someone had placed it there.
That's
It
so
No,
didn't
I
weird.
look
mean-
like it had blown away.
No, that's really a shame, but I mean, it can't have gone too far, right? Like, not 1,000 feet far away.
Oh,
Yeah, I could find it easily, actually. There's no way the wind picked it up,
mm?
toss it that fast.
Are you guys gonna locate the object?
Yeah, I think I will.
Does Wei have a
Yeah.
spell slot for it? I forget
What
if
a
he's
great
used them
question.
all.
I mean, do we actually have to locate object, or can we just do a little fake locate object since we know where it is?
That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, Finn leaves, comes back with the painting.
Yeah. I mean, if you would like to just go where you think it is, you can, but
I think
everybody's
I
gonna
would
come
like
with you.
to even simplify this even further, I would just like to intimidate Tammy and be like, Tammy, be so for real right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, you
You
know,
are a guard.
like we know we know about the painting. We don't know why you're hiding it though. Although it is mighty suspicious that you are hiding it now that we know that it depicts the murder weapon. At least Carlos's murder weapon. Looks at Karen.
Karen makes like a scared like noise. Make an intimidation on her with advantage.
Oh, happily. Oh my gosh, do you want to know something so silly? I've been rolling off of Way's sheet this whole time. I haven't had Finn's sheet open
That's
this whole
so
time.
fucking
So
funny.
you hate
You're
opening
on
Finn's
your way.
sheet so much, you'll even open someone else's.
I've been rolling his way.
It don't matter. You're in control of both of them, and he hasn't been rolling at all,
Okay.
so it evens out, right?
Yeah. Sorry, you wanted me to make it intimidation?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we have a lot of the same modifiers anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's very
Oh,
close
you guys have
either
so
way.
much in common.
And you guys,
Wow.
you can roll
With
a
advantage.
second one, yeah, for advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage on that one.
Yeah, let's just see, right? Where the hell did it go?
Is that advantage through your thing, Oddish?
I don't know. You said advantage, so I don't know what source it was, but
But
she
but
has
does
it
would
anyway.
your thing get the?
Yes,
Okay,
it
okay.
would.
That's
It's all active charisma rolls.
Eagles.
so-
All active
Splendor?
charisma rolls.
Eagle Splendor, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I didn't need to, but I thought it was a good line of questioning, so I thought she's probably already spooked, so intimidation probably would work. So with 21, she says, "Fine, okay, it didn't blow away. I have it, okay? I have it."
And
And what?
you tell me. Why are you so, skittish about having this poster? Are you like secretly in love with Gal or something?
you see as if um it's like somebody just like smacked a uncooked egg on her forehead, just like shattered. She's just like she just starts sputtering and and is just like incoherent and is babbling of like, y'all wouldn't like me. Why would she like me? That's like, no, we're just good friends. And it just starts babbling incoherently, and Gal's just sitting there like with her hand on her face, being like, "This is like, all right, that's enough, dear. It's no secret that you and I have spoken about this, Finn. Tammy has a little crush on me, but it's never gone farther than that. The painting is one of her prized possessions. Yes, I'd seen it before. Perhaps she's a tad embarrassed about it. Recently, I told her that she needs to pull it back a little bit and not be so overtly lovey-dovey towards me, because it can make other people uncomfortable when there's public displays of affection like that. So that was when I saw the very next day she had taken it down. Likely stowed it someplace hidden so she could keep it precious, but that's all, right? And Tammy nods.
Be that as it may, that poster proves that this is no mere replica, or at least if it is, it isn't as badly made as you claim it to be.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, you said the gem on the end was red. We have proof that it's blue.
She looks like a little startled here. I could have sworn it was red in the film. Perhaps I'm a bit colorblind, although my fashion sense would say otherwise, right?
Insight check.
Yeah.
You can make
On her
an insight
fashion
check.
sense.
Yeah, she's
Ooh, nice
definitely
tell.
she definitely seems like she's covering now. She's backpedaling a little bit. You guys haven't gone to get the poster, right? Or the painting?
No.
You guys have. You
I
guys
think
just
admission's as good as
right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Although for reference, oh no, we did give it back to her. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the poster is not in play visually right now. I think Finn's going to divert attention a little bit towards Karen. And you. You know, my good friend Ronnie over here mentioned something about a digging kit, which is so funny because we happened to find this knife at the bottom of Kamal's grave. Have anything to share about that?
Make another. You can do intimidation or persuasion. Sounds more intimidating to me, but you can do it with
does, but I'm
advantage.
better at persuasion.
You can roll
Damn
again.
it.
Yeah, advantage. 26.
Nice.
Better? Yes.
Plus 12 to persuasion. That is insane.
Not
That was
nearly
so good
enough.
when you last week got a nat 1. I was like, nat 1 got you a 13.
Yeah. And that one gets us what, a 0?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to she's going to start babbling about fairness and equity in the legal system, and say that she is a very important woman, and basically imply that she wants to speak to all of your managers.
Look, we don't want to go this way, but if we need to, we will put up a zone of truth. We just wanted to give you all the opportunity to come clean first. People have died. Why are you not... Actually, I guess that's a dumb question. If you were complicit, obviously you wouldn't want to. But still, be truthful. It's for your own good.
I think we all agree here that a zone of truth spell would be highly unnecessary. We're being as forthcoming as we possibly can be. And sure, I may have forgotten what color the gem was, but beyond that, I don't know anything that I've said that could be even construed as misleading. And the other thing is, there's one person who is likely very involved in all of this, Carlos's girlfriend, Holly, the person who was most likely to visit him last night. And where is she? Over there, playing what looks to be Go Fish with Warren.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Oh, sorry, Az, you go.
Holly was absolutely shattered when she saw Carlos had died. It did not seem like the wails of someone who had done it.
Well, she is a performer. How do you know she's not a skilled actress herself?
Because she's a shit musician to start with.
Gal smirks. Well, on that we can agree, at least.
Holly makes a perception check.
She's too busy yelling at Warren because she thinks he's cheating at Go Fish.
The same could be said about you, though, Gal.
Excuse me?
Admittedly, hard to get a read on, which, maybe is a compliment. You're welcome, but I wouldn't consider you necessarily forthcoming either.
Ask me anything, darling. I'll have an answer.
Okay, gang, you heard her. Ask away.
Why is this knife here to begin with? How did it get from the set of your movie to this resort?
Like I said, I don't know. Perhaps a fan brought it here. She looks at Tammy. Tammy's like, I didn't! Well, see, neither of us know. Perhaps you'd better ask Holly. Doesn't it feel a little bit on the nose, though? Trying to tie me to this? Doesn't that seem like something a jealous lover would do? She gestures to Holly once again.
Now, why do you seem so quick to place it on Holly when none of the evidence points towards her? Now that is interesting.
Well, what evidence is there, really, besides the dagger? That could have easily been a
Dagger
setup.
is kind of the smoking... Well, guns don't exist. The
They
dagger
exist.
is the smoking dagger here.
Why would a dagger be smoking? I'm not going to go down that. But it would be really fun. 45 minutes later. And that's the session. We argued about how daggers could smoke magically.
Look, everyone smokes these days. It's fine.
Anyone care for some opium? It'll help settle our minds.
To ask Tammy a question, you seem to know everything about Gal's movies. Would you know why there's an enchanted gem in this dagger?
Gal's going to intercede.
No, not you, Gal. I'm asking Tammy.
Well, from what I've read in the tabloids and from what Gal's told me, that sometimes the props on movies are enchanted to keep people from stealing them.
But how could someone have enough, information on it to locate it?
Well, sometimes collectors will buy them from the studios afterwards, or after the movie comes out, and they are expensive items, right, Gal? So it's not unheard of that people would see something in a movie, try to use magic to locate it, and then try to get away with it, either out of fandom or reselling.
So if this one can't be tracked to be stolen, that means that it somehow legitimately made its way here, whether by someone who was in the industry or someone who has a connection to them.
Well, Gal's gonna chime in. Perhaps Carlos bought it for me as a gift or something.
Carlos bought you, the person who notoriously says that they don't enjoy their own fame, or at least reminders of it being around them.
Well,
An explicit reminder of that movie's success?
I mean, it was my breakout role, and Carlos, is a very clumsy gift giver, so not beyond it.
It's very speculative language, when talking about a gift you received.
Well, I didn't receive it. I'm guessing he purchased it and then forgot to give it to me, maybe in one of his drug-induced states. And, I don't know. Buried it in the desert.
Was that before or after he fell onto it several times?
Yeah, how did it end up in his back then, if he was the only one who knew about it?
I don't know. You'd have to ask the murderer that, wouldn't you?
That's what we're
Oz
trying
just
to do
kind
right
of
now.
gestures.
Are you saying that
A lot
I
of
had something to
fingers.
do with this? Well, then come right out and say it. I was in my tent all night long. You can ask anyone. Of course, them to see me, they would have had to left, which would make them rather suspicious, wouldn't it? But I didn't leave. And
You may not have had to have... Sorry, you finish your thought.
no, go ahead.
Well, you don't have to have been the one to plant the knife in his back to have been the perpetrator. We've been getting not so subtle hints all night that you've kind of been manipulating Tammy into doing a lot of what you ask her to do. And who better to know what the ideal weapon for a murder would be than one of your superfans? Someone who would know the nature of this dagger, its inability to be traced, how easy it will be to hide, and therefore how easy it will be to use as a murder weapon.
And if someone, is trying really hard to impress their favorite celebrity, going as far as to, put away treasured, valued possessions, losing them in the desert, they would probably kill for them.
Tammy's going to turn to Gal and go, Gal. And Gal's gonna hold up a hand as if to say not another word, and she's going to say, those are some pretty far-fetched theories there, detectives. But I will say that's exactly the kind of creativity we look for in the film industry. So, if you ever find yourselves in OSR, I think you should submit some of these manuscripts to Sara Studios. That's where all my movies are made. But until you have anything harder than speculation, people can become quite cross when they are insulted in this way and told they're probably a murderer. Seems rather ridiculous. As I said, I was in my room all night.
We're not saying
mean, that's
you're
what
a
you say.
murderer.
Tammy, weren't you in
But-
your room all night? Yes, I was. And Karen, you never left your room, did you? Karen has been watching this the whole time silently. It's like, she looks to you guys as if, what should I say?
The truth.
What gifts did Carlos give you, Karen?
What blank? What was the noun?
Gifts.
Gifts.
Did you find them clumsy?
No. He was a skillful and passionate lover. Everyone else, oh, stop!
That's not what we're asking about, Karen. We're asking about gifts.
She slams her hand on the table over everyone's protest and says, he gave me the most skilled orgasms I've ever had! Everyone's just
Oh my
covering
god.
their faces, just so uncomfortable. Rami's like, I'm gonna go inside. I don't want to be a detective anymore. This is gross. What you guys do is gross. He just leaves.
Karen, we don't have the zone of truth up right now. You don't have to be honest about that.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll go on and on
Inside-
about it if prodded.
Inside thoughts, actually.
But considering that Ronnie looks ill a little bit, but considering that, can you say the same about where you were and where perhaps anyone else was last night?
Make a persuasion. Make a persuasion roll with advantage because she's kind of already on her back foot.
I believe. Come on.
You got this.
7 and 4.
Let's go.
She swallows and then, like, blankly, emotionlessly says, I was in my room all last night.
Would you all consent to saying that again under a zone of truth?
Yeah, how do we feel about that?
Gal's slapping her hand down. We won't be submitting to zone of truth, will we, ladies?
Ronnie takes this opportunity to shamefacedly leave.
No.
Oh.
And will also take that opportunity to go try to collect the trowel and the poster.
No, that's good. That's good. Just to keep them here a little bit longer while Ronnie does that.
As soon as Ronnie leaves, Gal's gonna, like, clock that and be like, where are they going?
To go
Wherever
fetch
they
it.
want.
You asked what evidence that we have. They're probably going to go collect it.
I certainly do not consent to the inspection of any of our belongings. I believe we've already given you far more than your due, seeing as you are just some random interlopers.
Well, sorry. We're kind of past the point of consent at this.
And
Ronnie
you
Ow.
can't flip-flop between supporting us and vilifying us the moment we get close to something you don't like. We talked to all of you about this. You all have been more than happy to let us gallivant around, asking you your questions and trying to frame other people. But the moment we come close to you, you just shut up. That's not how this works.
Which objects are you going to get, Ronnie?
the trowel, because that should be.
I thought you already had the
probably not
trowel.
the trowel.
Or did you not pocket it? You just...
I don't think I would have pocketed the trowel. I
Okay.
think I actually won't. So I'll go first for the poster, but I'm going sort of like probably the long way around and like being like trying to blush as hard as I can, which is happening easily because they are really embarrassed about how that went down for a bunch of different reasons. So they're sort of like
as soon as you get up to do that, and head towards the vicinity of their tents, Gal and Tammy are both going to follow you.
I throw up on Gal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You turn back.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Okay, hang on. She doesn't have stats, oh no.
Dies to acid damage.
Okay, she dodges. She dodges behind Tammy, and Tammy takes the whole splatter.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was so. I didn't mean to make Karen talk about that. That is not what I wanted.
Tammy shrieks in horror and dives into the lagoon to clean off. Now look what you're doing. Vomiting left and right. You need to have less to drink, I think.
I put my hand over my mouth and run the other way.
No, Gal, it's just that your behavior is just so sickening.
Oh, stop.
Towards Tammy's tent.
Are you all right, dear? She's looking, and then she sees you darting in. Hey! And she's going to chase after you. What are you doing in Tammy's tent?
Looking for the poster.
Okay. I mean, Ronnie doesn't... Wait, what would Ronnie know?
Well,
actually, Ronnie would know what Wei had told, right? And Wei probably told where the bag was at this point. So you probably know. And Oz, did you communicate where she stowed it?
I think didn't Oz say that earlier. I thought that
Oz would have communicated what happened.
Okay, so you know where it is. You go under her desk and I'm
actually gonna upend the bag just in case there was anything else, and also to cause chaos.
Yeah.
The bag is not there. It is now, but with a little bit of searching, you find it under the bed where it once was. Gal's in the doorway. Help! Thief! She's pilfering Tammy's belongings.
I wipe my mouth. Sorry again. And I upend the bag.
Okay. All right.
I think Finn is following behind.
Can we make sure Karen follows too? Karen doesn't just slip off while all of this is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, you can just take Karen with you.
Yeah, Oz is just gonna grab Karen's hand and just drag her with them.
Right. Okay. Gal is going on about how this is unacceptable and breaking all sorts of rules, and is now complaining to Warren, who's like having a smoothie nearby.
Bring it up with management.
Mhm.
Oops, they're all dead. Sorry.
Ronnie's just like, too soon, man. You can't hear this, man. If he could. Inside, you find the rolled up painting, as previously described. Some drab clothes, a cloak, and one really nice blouse. Make a charisma save, Ronnie.
Is it does Gal recognize it?
She doesn't say so if she does. But
A
that thought
+4, I
definitely
guess,
does
if it
cross
rolls
your
around.
mind. You also find, okay, here it comes, guys. You find a love letter to Gal, confessing her feelings at length. Going through Gal's filmography, mentioning obsessive details about Gal's dialogue and performance. A little sweet, a little creepy. And clunking out the bottom of the bag onto the bed. Light in weight, but landing with the weight of 1,000 tons. A half-used bottle of Gal's vanilla-scented perfume. Gal.
Well, I think we just found our smoking dagger.
You already found
One
tech.
more question.
Very well. Do you feel happy with yourself going through my friend's belongings like that?
I rarely feel happy with myself.
She
I'll
raises
answer
an
that. I
eyebrow,
feel
not
really
sure how to
happy.
respond to that.
Yes, actually, because first of all, what the hell is this? Like looks at the perfume.
Well, I suppose Tammy was an obsessive fan. At this point, Tammy's going to get out of the water and come over, still dripping and glowing. It is just going to like stare in silence. That's my perfume. I suppose it's not surprising that a fan, one who's a bit obsessive, would have some. But as you know, I don't care for the scent.
I'm gonna turn to Tammy. Tammy, this is gonna go badly. I have such bad charisma. Listen to the way she's talking about you. She's happy to let you take the fall for all of this. I get it. You love her. There are strong feelings there. She doesn't care about you. She's going to let you take the fall for this.
That's a
And
lie!
if you don't speak up,
She
if you don't
says.
speak up, there's nothing we can do to help you.
She covers her mouth after she says that's a lie, and then like looks to Gal for what she should say.
No, don't look at Gal. Look at us. Say what you need to say.
The evidence is not in your favor right now, Tammy.
Fine, it's true. I do love her. Okay? I do love her. But there you
Tammy,
have
would
it,
you
detectives.
take the fall for someone you barely know?
I don't barely know her.
But
Do
she
you?
barely
You're
knows
just
you.
a fan.
No. She looks extremely nervous, and it's like, she's my friend too. And maybe she doesn't feel exactly the same way, but we're close friends, right, Gal? That's right, Tammy.
Tammy, have you ever heard of the term parasocial?
Why?
'Cause I feel like, you have a lot more feelings for someone who barely knows you exist.
But, I mean, we're friends. Right, Gal? That's right, Tammy. You know that. We're very, very close. See? It's not
I mean, you're
parasocial if I'm
just a tool
encouraging
for
it.
companionship while she's at a spa.
Oh,
Tammy, look, I'm not saying this applies to you, but I'm not fantastic with friendships. This is something I've only recently discovered with my friends over here.
Finn
One word
compulsively
I've never
nods.
One word I've never heard being used about friendships of any kind is obsessive. She's calling you obsessive. That's not something a friend calls a friend.
You don't really think I'm
Even beyond
obsessive, do
that.
you, Gal? She turns to Gal. Oh, no. Well, I would say you're more detail-oriented.
She's called you obsessive several times within the past just like 5 minutes.
That's not true, is it, Gal?
You
Oh,
were
I might
here.
have. I
You were
might
literally
have.
there.
Oh, she might have been washing. I threw her.
Beyond that,
Although
though,
she pushed you in front.
No, she just wanted to get away from the puke. You weren't trying to get puke on me, right, Gal? No, I would never. When someone pukes towards you, you escape.
Tammy, she's an actor. It's literally her job to fake relationships in her movies. Would it be that far-fetched that she's faking a relationship
It's
with
not
you
a
to
fake
use you?
relationship. It's real.
Tammy.
regardless of the relationship, you know, all this talk about obsessive fans and whatever, yeah, sure, fans can be annoying sometimes, but there's also the fact that people with influence, celebrities, can be toxic too and throw their weight around really easily. Gal.
Gal's not like that. She's kind and sensitive, and it's other people who try to manipulate her, who try to, I don't know, get her, like Carlos, like try to get her to do drugs and corrupt her. She's the one who's trying to stay pure.
Tammy, do you really know Gal, or do you just know the character she's played on the screen?
I know both, because I'm a real friend. That's right, Tammy.
I don't think
If
a real
you knew
friend would.
her- In fact, Gal told us seemingly more than she's told you about her relationship with Carlos. She was genuinely into the dude. I mean, maybe not romantically, but, you know. I don't want to speak to Karen, but claims of his bedroom prowess were maybe not that exaggerated. My point being, she wasn't as opposed to it as you seem to think she was.
That's not true. Carlos would go after women. Anytime there was a new one in town, he would go after her. Gal was just trying to be nice, but he took advantage. He tried to do the same thing to me, but I wouldn't let him, and that's when he started being rude to me. It's what he was doing to Holly too, which is probably why she killed him.
Carlos's flaws aside, you both need to admit that there's something really, really suspicious about this knife, this painting, the connection you guys have to Carlos individually and together.
Yeah. I think we're far beyond the point where you saying no isn't really a defense anymore. You say this isn't going to hold up in a courtroom, but the fact that you tried to hide the murder weapon, we discovered the murder weapon, which you then further tried to lie about by altering its description. You can be placed at the scene of the crime through the scent. There's a lot of evidence against you. And at this stage, it's only against you, Tammy. You will take the entire fall for this if you don't start telling the truth.
I didn't hide the murder weapon though. She looks, Gal's gonna pipe up and is going to be like, wouldn't you agree, detectives, that whoever hid the murder weapon is likely the murderer?
Not
Um,
necessarily. It could be someone trying to cover for someone.
That's a important spot.
At this point, Karen's gonna say, "Yes, exactly," and then everyone just turns and looks
Karen,
at her.
shut up.
No, actually, Karen, don't actually. You haven't said a thing.
I think Ronnie. Well, wait. Sorry.
Well, what do you have to say, Karen? Just like get it out there, and then, like if you're gonna say something, say something. If you're not, just don't.
Spit it
No,
out.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, well then continue not saying nothing, I guess.
Not saying nothing.
You're still
Actually, no, Karen, you're a therapist. I would like to hear your take on parasocial relationships and really dig into what they are.
How would you describe the relationship
she's
between
like,
Tammy
she
and Gal?
looks really scared for a second, like she's never heard the term before, but knows she should. And is like,
I mean, you do claim that you got a degree, right? We would love to
"Mhm.
hear your take on it as a professional.
Well, sometimes when two people love each other very much, they become sexually intimate and give each other orgasms. But sometimes
Karen, you don't know what the word means, do you?
I do not know what the word means, but I think I'll find it if I keep talking. So,
All right, that's enough.
Okay, enough. Sorry, Karen. No, I can't throw up again. Ronnie is going to take Karen and lead her out of the tent.
okay.
Way will follow. Way will follow them.
Ronnie is throwing up a little bit, but then they do lead Karen into Gal's tent and are like, Karen, you saw what was about to happen, right? Gal's going to throw you under the wagon.
Well, when it comes to parrots, there are different kinds. So, then some are quite loud, and that can have an effect on the relationship. So, she's still trying to figure out what parasocial means.
Great. Karen, Ronnie snaps in front of her face. Karen, focus up. Eyes at me. Eyes at me.
Mhm.
I wanted to come to you for therapy because I think that you're a good person with good insight.
Oh, then let's.
Can
Okay, I can do that. Okay.
not right now. Not
No,
right
no,
now
let's
because
do it
you
now.
are in.
It can help
I
me
can't.
distract.
Karen,
Come
Karen,
sit down with
With me. Okay,
She-
we go sit down. Karen, I
goes
can't
to
do
sit
therapy with
down
you
on
if you
Gal's
are in
bed.
jail.
She ignoring you, she goes to sit down on Gal's bed, and as she does, she goes, "Oh," and picks up a long hair from the pillow and drops it on the ground and says, "Okay, you sit over here and you just tell me what you need help with."
Ronnie goes to sit and looks at Wei and looks at the hair like, what? But Karen.
When you see the hair, the only thing, actually, give me a wisdom save for both Ronnie and Wei.
Sorry, I
Nice.
stole your save bonuses.
Okay,
21.
so you guys both notice that the hair is dark and not the color of Gal's blonde hair. And it was on Gal's pillow.
Just like I thought.
Ronnie will. Does it look like Tammy's hair or like
Oh yeah,
Stab's hair? Yeah.
I mean, it could
Does
be
it look like-
could be Stabitha's hair too.
Does it look like what's her name? The bartender's hair?
Marla.
It's a little bit. It's probably too long to be her hair.
Ronnie will tattoo to the other tent. So, Tammy has at least, if not sleeping, been lying down in Gal's bed.
Wow, what a surprise. Thank you for this.
I mean, do you think we know that Gal knows? Should we try to kind of push it, freak out Gal, or should we say it someone other than Karen's hair or other than Tammy's hair to try to freak out Tammy?
They'll both freak out either way. I say go
That's
for it.
true.
I mean, Ronnie coughs awkwardly in the tattoo. I mean, there's a reason that could be there that Gal knows about also.
It's like, if you murder Carlos for me, I'll let you sleep in my bed. Or with me, in a platonic way.
Right, which is
Or
going back to what I was
not.
saying about celebrities throwing their weight around.
Right.
Elevated
so
that
now
we
she's
just
fat.
periodically go quiet in the middle of other scenes.
Well, there's a lot of you. One of you could be talking while the others are doing their thing.
Yeah, we're thinking real hard over here. Um, sorry, is everyone at the same tent now, or no? It's Wei and Ronnie are with.
Way and Ronnie are,
Wayne and
yeah.
Ronnie and
Wei and
Karen are in
Ronnie.
Gal's tent, unbeknownst to Gal.
Right. Okay.
Who reasonably doesn't want to be near Ronnie, who might throw up at any moment.
And does so. Make a cons. No, just.
Isn't Karen the one making you throw up, though?
True, yeah.
It wasn't not related.
Wei is going to look to Ronnie and be like, "Is it time for Zone of Truth yet, or?"
I think soon, but Karen, don't you see what's happening? We know that you buried the knife. If you just tell us why, I don't think that you killed Carlos. Just help us understand why you're helping, and we can make sure that the right person is punished for it. Or rather, sees justice is done. Ronnie is getting confused and still feeling a little sick.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
Yes. Do it this time.
I believe. Advantage.
Gonna do it this time.
That's not good enough.
Wait, can Wei
It's not-
also do that? Can Wei
he
also roll
wasn't the one who
persuasion?
did.
He finger banged at the end of what Ronnie said,
Oh,
though.
I mean,
He-
that's
what?
already
What?
Sorry,
Ronnie throws up.
assume the position. All right, enough.
no, sorry.
Ink doesn't know what phrases are, guys. It's okay. So yeah, that's not good enough. She just is like, I didn't do anything. I was in my room all night. She crosses her legs up on the bed, and for the first time, you feel like there's something weird about what she's wearing that you hadn't placed before. Please, both of you give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
23.
Okay. Up until this point, you thought she had been wearing like thong sandals or something like that, but
Now it's on underwear.
Turns out she's just wearing a thong.
she is wearing ribbons on her feet, so it looks like she's wearing sandals. She is clearly not wearing her normal footwear, because who the fuck would wear this?
Does she usually wear boots?
That's not something you
Something
necessarily know, but
Karen, what happened to your boots?
I don't know.
Ronnie looks pleadingly at Wei.
Once again, is it time for Zone of Truth? Start, like, he holds up his hands and like starts casting.
Karen, won't it be easier if you just help yourself for once?
You're right. I'm gonna help myself by leaving this room. She stands up.
Okay. Ronnie,
Anyway.
big heavy hand, walt right back down on the bed. No.
Help! She starts yelling out. A gal is going to perk up. What's going on over there?
Ronnie's gonna put a hand over her mouth. Calm down.
Alright, I'm doing it. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Way or Finn?
Way.
Okay.
This is way.
Make sure to tick down those spell
Way,
slots.
boys. Yeah.
Okay, at this point, you guys who are
Hi,
Finn,
guys.
Cal, and
Sorry.
Oz, you see Gal making for the door, like she's going to try to interfere with whatever is going on in her tent. She doesn't know it's happening in her tent yet. 'Cause she hasn't left the room. But do you allow her to
You're not
pass?
done being questioned.
Well, above table, should we get them all in the same zone of truth if that's going up?
Above table? I don't think so. Unless this is like maybe if it's like the last charge we have. But
Finn also has mostly all her spell slots in Zone
Okay.
of Truth.
I still think keeping them separated is more useful.
I think so too.
Okay, so how are you going to deal with Gal trying to make for the door?
I'm going to not wall of fire. I listened to you all and I took your feedback into account. I will cast wall of stone though instead. I'll put that in chat. It feels a lot less aggressive than wall of fire.
Okay, where are you putting it?
So it's kind of a weird spell. It's 10 by 10 panels. So like if I can surround the tent.
You create 10-foot by 20-foot panels that are only 3 inches thick.
But I don't think they need to be like 20 foot tall.
Okay, but you can. So you're basically
Stick us all in a box together.
Yeah, basically you are creating a big stone wall around the front of Tammy's tent, right? Because it can't go the full way. How long is it fully?
Well, it's 10 by 10s, so I guess it will be 100 feet.
Oh, okay, so you can go. It's 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you create like basically a little rampart thingy. around. Oh, this is just ridiculous. She starts clawing at the dirt using her knoll hands to try to dig under it. But you get the sense that she's not accustomed to this sort of manual labor, and it might take a while. Help! I'm being held prisoner! No one's coming to help her. Except Stabitha is going to come over at this point and be like, what's going on? Did you do it so that Tammy's inside with you too? Or is she still on the outskirts? Okay, gotcha. Tammy's trying to climb over the wall, not successful. Stabitha... As soon as the spell goes out, also Warren and Holly come over to check out what's going on too. They start asking what's going on. Okay, so Zone of Truth
Detective work.
Up.
Everyone, wait your turn.
Normal detective stuff.
Just calm down. I wouldn't have had to do this if you guys would all just stay in one place. It shouldn't be difficult to do.
Kel realizes this is why cages exist. I understand the cage. This is also why they need them to question zoo animals. Okay,
Kel just built his own interrogation cell.
Basically, yeah.
Can Oz levitate a light bulb so it just swings ominously from the
Well, I'm just gonna stand by the entrance to the tent with a brick.
Oh my god.
We can do this the easy way.
Or the hard way.
Or the Oz way.
Yeah, or the
Or the Oz way. Wait, episode title: The Easy Way or the Oz Way?
Doesn't make a lot of sense here, but yeah, okay, fine.
No, it's perfect.
Okay, so Zone of Truth is up. What's the DC 14 on this?
DC said nope. Yep, 14.
Okay, so she's going to I'm gonna say she has a -2 to charisma.
Who?
Probably with disadvantage.
Karen?
She is being aggressively bullied.
One.
Oh my god.
She rolls a nat 1.
Get
Would
wrecked.
that be a -1 with a -2 to charisma?
Get wrecked.
Before you
Karen.
even ask her a question, she gets so flustered by the fact that you're using a spell on her that she just starts babbling everything.
Excellent. Give it to
Ronnie
us.
quickly takes their hand off her mouth. Wait,
Yeah.
sorry. Could you start over? Start over. Wait, sorry.
And that's why it happened. Sorry.
Oh my god.
She's going to say, okay, so I'm not wearing shoes because I left my shoes at Carlos's. But it's not what you think. I didn't do anything. I got there and then I saw his body and I was like, ah! But I couldn't yell because I didn't want people to think that I had done it. And so I covered my mouth and I was like, so it could barely make a sound. And then I realized that my shoes, I had walked forward and then my shoes were in the blood and I was like, oh no, my shoes. And so I kicked one of them off so I wouldn't get blood everywhere. And then I threw the other outside and I think it got blown away because I can't find it, but I can't wear them because they're evidence now. And he was dead. And there's blood everywhere. And
Why did you bury the knife?
I saw the knife and I just didn't want my friend to get in trouble for what someone else did.
Your friend?
Tammy, Gal gave her that knife.
I'm gonna call over the wall. Would you mind speaking a little louder? We're trying to hear over here.
I say in the tattoo, shut up. I'm
cooking here, bro.
but I am sort of like mumbling this as it's going into the tattoo.
So I thought Gal had to have done it, right? I knew Gal was gonna do it. That's why I tried to poison her. I wanted her to get to fall asleep so that she couldn't go through with it. I thought tonight might be the night she was gonna kill Carlos. And so I got the KO juice from Carlos's kit. And I poured just a little bit into the wine. And then I asked Maria to pour one for Gal, a glass. But then, you know what it's like? When it's like the staff here, they just don't listen, and she was drinking on the job, so it's really her own fault. She crosses her arms. Thought I had failed. I couldn't stop Gal. And so when I went there to check on Carlos, I saw he was dead, and so I took the knife because I thought Gal had done it, and so she had planted the knife, which we all knew had been a gift to her biggest fan, Tammy. So I took it because I didn't want Tammy to get in trouble. Just went there to warn him. He was already dead.
Wei says, so you covered for a murderer.
No. Well, I didn't mean to cover for a murderer. I was trying to... Oh, I guess I did. I didn't think of it like that.
Do we either hear this through the stone wall, or is it possible to put the tattoo on like speakerphones? So
Yeah.
Well,
Gal and
You
Jamie
guys
can hear this?
don't
It's
know
not
this.
it's not a
quite
cage,
yet,
right?
quite
So-
yet, but Ronnie can
Yeah.
send it to you guys after
I
she's done
was
talking.
saying, sorry, that I meant to say that I was trying
Yeah.
to like mumble this like in real time.
Yeah, I heard you. I just don't find that plausible. I'm
Oh,
keep going.
okay, gotcha.
I feel like Ronnie's communication skills are not the top, and I don't think Ronnie has
Fair.
United Nations translator as one of her skill sets, which is what you need to be in order to do what you're saying. So in
Okay, fair.
order to comprehend what this frantic woman is saying, you would have to wait until the end. But Ronnie and Wei both hear that. And I also would I would also accept that Ronnie is there listening to this and Wei is the one dictating it. So we could also say that happened. But at the end of her spiel, you guys can telepathically send this to your party so they know what's up. And Gal's still hard at work digging her 1 foot hole. That does not seem to be a threat, so no one's really treating it as such.
Well, it seems like we know everything we need to know.
You might want to figure out for sure if, or you all might want to figure out for sure if Gal did it and wants Tammy to take the fall, or if Tammy did it
Right.
because she loves her,
Yeah.
or if they were working together.
Yeah, Finn will crack her knuckles.
You'll
Okay.
crack Gal's knuckles? Badass.
So unpleasant when someone else does that.
Yeah.
I bend her fingers
so
completely
invasive.
180 the other.
All right. Just heard intel from our other fellow detectives across the pond. That the knife was gifted to Tammy. Interesting. Tammy. Would you like to elaborate?
Gal looks at Tammy. Tammy, don't say a word. They don't know anything.
We know a lot, actually, Gal. And you doing this constant control thing with Tammy, it's weird. And it's not making you look any better, either.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just
Hey.
don't believe that my best friend here could be a murderer.
Tammy, she's constantly trying to undermine you, control you, tell you what to do. Do you not want to say or do something for yourself just once?
You all don't understand. This isn't just for me. It's for me and Gal. We are friends.
Why did Carlos have to die for your friendship, though?
No one had to die. Who knows why Holly did this? She's the one who should be in here. For all we know, she stole the dagger and gave it to, well, didn't give it to anyone, but really gave it to Carlos in the back.
Gal, we've presented you with 3 very distinct pieces of evidence that can place Tammy at the crime scene. What evidence do you have against Holly other than hearsay and possible motive?
Tammy's gonna perk up. What about the bracelet? Wasn't her bracelet at the crime scene?
You mean an item that had been placed? Because bracelets don't just fall off like that.
They could have
So how
if she was
know
stabbing
that?
very frantically.
Actually,
How
that's a
did
good point. How did you know about the bracelet?
She looks to Gal for help. And Gal looks very darkly at her. Yes, Tammy, how did you know? She takes a step back as if she's seeing Tammy in a new light.
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
Whether it's an acting step back or a legitimate step back.
Yeah. I would also like to help just,
There we go. That's a good roll.
Oh, yay, Oz.
Yeah, Oz, you get the sense that she's acting right now.
Gal, come on. You're not on the set. You don't need to act here.
Oh, I'm not acting. I think you're beginning to
Oh, you
convince
are.
me. Tammy, it was your dagger. And yes, detectives, I did give it to her, but I didn't expect she was capable of something like this. Tammy's gonna be like, Gal, no! Tammy?
She's
No.
throwing her the bus, Tammy. Are you going to let her do this?
Gal, what are you saying? You're not... Tammy, I overlooked your obsessive ways. I tried to encourage your fandom. I wanted to be nice, but I didn't expect you would take things this far. You really saw Carlos as a threat, didn't you? Tammy shouts out, "That's a lie!" She's getting very upset now.
While they're talking,
Yeah.
can I cast Zone of Truth around both of them?
The subjects will know that it's being cast. That's part of the spell.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
1 second.
I mean, they're a
Girl.
captive audience. All we have to do is make them angry enough to keep yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Tammy passes, but Gal does not. As soon as Gal feels the spell being put over her, she clams up.
Tammy, tell us about the gal that you love, the person that you fell for all those years ago when you watched her movies and saw her on the big screen.
I don't know. Why does that matter?
Well, I'm just trying to understand you. We do care, believe it or not. I know you're having a hard time believing that, but
Yes, I was infatuated with her, yes. But I knew... And she's saying this, like, of her own volition, right? Because she's not under the effects of the spell. I knew that someone like her would never be interested in a mousy bookworm like me. But I was wrong. We found something together. Right, Gal? Gal's completely silent, and just her eyes are sort of twitching.
Hear that, Gal? You two? You both committed murder together and you'll be locked up and you can be with your love for the rest of eternity, rotting in a cell. Do you have anything to say about that? Both of you together forever with your best fan.
Yeah, I mean, the evidence is all right there on your pillow, Gal, right? Tammy's hair. It's not exactly subtle.
Yep, all the evidence points towards it being both of you.
It's... you see a realization crossing Tammy's face. She's not good at hiding it. And she says, "It was me. I did it. Gal's right. I thought Carlos was a threat, and I wanted her all for myself. There was never anything between us. It was all in my head. It was parasocial, like you said."
Now don't take the blame
Does
for
the
her,
zone
Tammy.
of
Just
truth
think, if you can
ding
make
that?
sure that you're both, covered in this, you can be trapped with her forever.
She passed the save, Ink. So it's Gal who failed it.
Tammy
So-
passed?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tammy
shoot.
passed. So she is capable of flying. Gal is staying
Okay.
silent because she knows she is not.
In that case, may I insight check Tammy's response?
Yes, you may.
Oh,
You-
come on.
Based on that 11,
Plus-
you're not sure.
4? 14? Does
You
that
don't
do
get
anything?
you don't get the +4 because Way's not next to you.
Oh, that's true.
and
I should
that's
put
for
them in the-
saves, not skill checks.
You're right.
Yeah, so you're not sure based on that.
Okay.
So if you're going to punish someone, punish me. Because I was the one who did it. I took the knife and I went into Carlos's room. And you'll know I'm telling the truth because everything will line up perfectly with the evidence that you've provided. I went in the middle of the night. Everyone else was sheltering after what happened and trying to sleep. There was no one else out. I knew I knew that Carlos liked the way Gal smelled, and so I put on her perfume to smell more attractive and mature. And I knew I could smell from outside he was cooking. He was probably waiting for Holly to show up for one of their rendezvous. And I surprised him. I had known he'd been attracted to me before, so I used that to my advantage. I was the one he could never have, and so I went up to him and I kissed him, and then subtly took the dagger out of my belongings and wrapped my arms around him, and I stabbed him in the back twice. And then he fell, and I heard him sputtering, and he was looking at me, so I stabbed him a few more times. And then I dropped the knife, and when we were getting changed for the luau earlier, I had stolen Holly's bracelet, and so I planted it there so it would look like she was the one who did it. And then I left. That was that.
And you did this all by yourself?
Yes, all by myself.
And she did this all by herself, Gal? Turns to the Gal in the zone of truth.
Gal silently shrugs.
That's not an answer, Gal. That's just movement. You gotta use your words.
She makes a "my lips are sealed" motion.
I mean, that's not an answer. We can't confirm anything with that. If anything, it makes you more suspicious by your omission of not saying anything here.
Gal points at Tammy. She just confessed.
And?
I think you should take her away.
And?
She shrugs.
I mean, you're just stating what is going on currently. You're not speaking to the actual, past tense, the murder of Carlos that we're trying to dig into here.
I'm not saying anything until this witchcraft is off of me.
Sorry, but I don't trust you to take the witchcraft off just yet.
And what would you be trying to hide, Gal? If you have nothing to hide, then there should be no reason why you can't speak under a zone of truth.
She isn't hiding
Exactly.
anything. She's just trying to protect me. But it's too late. Mr.
Tammy, if
Detective
she was trying to
Wobbletoes,
protect you, she would be speaking right now.
she's probably doesn't want to say what she's thinking because I've betrayed her so badly. Gal nods.
No, Tammy, Gal is the one who has betrayed you. She's standing here ready to see you imprisoned for life for murder.
If Gal has much more to lose than I do. She would
Does
never.
You're still a person.
But her career, her fans, the joy she brings to people, I don't do anything like that.
You're still your own person. You have your own life. You may have family and friends. We don't know. You are your own person. You make your own decisions. Don't let someone else make this decision and put you under a bus.
She looks at you dead in the eyes, Oz, and is like, I'm making my own decision now. We are over session right now. I know we're at an intense moment, so let me know if you guys want to continue a bit or if you have a hard out. Please let me know now.
I'm down to continue for a bit.
I've got 5 more minutes in me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can continue as I frantically scroll through my notes.
Yeah.
Gal, just for a change of scenery here, a bit. Ladies who kill people are really, like, coveted in the box office, You'll walk away pretty much scot-free at the end of the day. I'm sure you have lawyers and a bunch of savings, and are you really willing to put your, in quotation marks, best friend through all of this?
She looks at you and says, I don't believe you.
You don't believe me, what?
That I'd get away scot-free.
I step into the zone of truth. I'm not lying either. I know exactly how fancy celebrity folks have it. From experience, of course.
Why are you so eager to pin this on me? You already have a confession from the avowed killer.
Because it's not sitting right with me, gal. That...
Well, unless you have any sort of evidence that suggests something different than what Tammy has presented, I think we're done here, aren't we?
I mean, we have testimony from a witness.
What testimony?
I mean, there were 3 of you, were there not? What do you think is going on with Karen right now?
Ronnie is also just going through Gal's stuff right now.
As that's happening, here, the gal is going to proudly and loudly say, like, as if embracing the zone of truth, instead of carefully choosing her words, is going to say, Karen is an idiot. She is one of the dumbest individuals I have ever met. The fact that anyone would consider her a skilled doctor is beyond me. Tammy's like, that's not fair. She's not stupid. She's good at her job. No, she isn't.
No, she's horrible at her job.
Tammy,
she's really bad.
Tammy seems confused by this. Well, she always let me vent, okay? And sometimes you just need that.
Don't worry, she's awful at her job. But she also kept close tabs on Carlos because she was awful at her job.
Yeah, too close.
Ronnie, so you're tossing the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so so you see, first thing you see, there's a table covered in cloth with a lamp on top and incense. It's still going. If you get rid of this stuff, you'll notice. Give me an investigation. I guess you're just going through everything, right?
Yeah, I'm not being subtle.
Okay, well, when you toss the blanket aside, you'll find a locked steamer trunk underneath with like a big padlock on it.
I rip the lock off if I can.
Give me
Imagine Way goes, oh, I can pick that, and I'm just like, try to yank it.
Okay, give me a athletics to bash it, I guess. Okay, yeah, you destroy that thing. It like flies open. Inside, there is a bloody shirt, faintly smelling of vanilla. The blood seems to match the same scent from the crime scene and the knife. Same perfume as well. There are no signs of rips or tears in the shirt. The shirt is still damp.
Looks at Wei and Karen and tattoos this update.
Well, if it's evidence you really want, Gal, we can have my bugbear friend come out with the bloody shirt you were hiding in your trunk. Would that be enough for you?
She swallows and stays completely silent. Ronnie, otherwise you find inside a locked drawer that you're equally able to rip open, you find an unopened box of Gal's vanilla scented perfume. And then underneath, when you toss the mattress and look through the much like Tammy, she has a bunch of bags and boxes under her desk, but you find a light blue like duffel bag kind of bag, and inside you find a few lightweight outfits, a lightweight metal club, and you also find what looks to be a medicine bottle with the label ripped off. Give me a wisdom save.
Does it look similar to the one from Karen's office?
Yes, it does.
Similar or identical?
It looks identical.
Sorry, a wisdom save?
Yes.
30-20?
This is a go bag. Somebody packed this as if they were expecting a need for a quick escape. The club looks like it could have been used for self-defense. It's a perfect lightweight weapon for somebody who's probably not super athletic like Gal. But it does look like this probably came from Karen's it came from Carlos's stash. It's the same kind of thing. No telling if it's the exact same substance. However,
is it full?
It has some in it. It's not completely full, but it looks like it's for use.
But some. Okay, never mind. Not.
Okay. All right. Should we wrap things up there?
That's a bombshell, yeah.
All right. Okay. So it looks like we will be bringing this to a close next time. Finally, I think almost all the cards are on the table.
We're completionists.
Exactly. And yeah, I guess we'll just take it from there. Let's go over to good old Scony. And yeah, we'll be back next week, hopefully with everybody. And yeah, happy October, and have a good rest of your night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Key.
What a crazy, crazy session.
Yeah, getting there. I think we're almost there.
Did you think it was going to take us